Wally Kassler, and Wally Kassler.
Yes, sir.
We are back here in Fort Worth, Texas. It's going to be a great time. I'm excited to hang out with all you guys this weekend, and I'm excited to be broadcasting with Wally here. Say what's up, Wally.
What's up, man? It's going to be fun, dude. We're going to have a blast here, guys. Starting things off in the women's division, you see right there, ACL signature number 4. And before you guys start asking the questions, yes, it is classic format. We're going all the way to 21. We're going to have ourselves a blast. It's going to be a lot of fun, man. I'm really looking forward to it. So broadcast will consist of the seniors and the juniors. So that means that we are going to finish the women's bracket all the way out. Starting off with a pretty good one. I think we're deep in the brackets here. So this is going to be a women's A bracket matchup. The winner of this one will take on either Rosie Streaker and Sam Finley or Riley Schaff and Caitlin Owlshouse. Our next matchup, we're going to switch over to the seniors division to figure out who's going to go to the king seat of the B bracket. We got Frank Modlin and Damon Dennis on deck to take on Donald Cupp and Dan Schulten. So Michigan boys.
Love to see it.
A lot of good things are coming from Michigan.
Yeah, great football team. I know Jake's going to love that.
As a Packers fan, I'm going to have to disagree.
It's okay.
It's all right. Have fun here, though.
Yes, sir. Looks like we got the bag spin on the way from Maya.
It's the best bag spin in the game.
I know. I always let her spin it when I play against her. Got the fist bumps, and we are on our way. Maya throwing all cornhole.
Can't tell. I think these are Phoenixes. Phoenix High. How do you say, what's the plural of Phoenix?
Phoenixies? No idea.
I'll allow it. A lot of people say they're first, but I believe it belongs to Jorge Ramirez. Welcome in, guys.
Starting off with a 12-12 wash to get us going here. Great start, actually. Can't be anything better. Just a bag off to the right.
Camping World and Brotherhood Cornhole, the main sponsors of the evening.
Oh, and we have another wash, 10 on 10.
Well, it's not very big, but this is going to be your itty-bitty monitor right there to look at. So let me see if I can make that bigger for you. Nope, did not work.
Gonna have to get the bracket pulled up on my side over here. See where we are.
I got you. Yeah, so this is a quarterfinal match. Rosie Streaker and Sam Finley taking on Riley Schaff and Caitlin Owlshouse over on court 5. Maylin De La Cruz and Dia here taking on Sarah Cassidy and Elizabeth Tennyson. So the winner of these matches will play for the Queen seat. Over in the B bracket, that one's a little bit further along. We got Cameron Belvin and Kaylee Hunter advancing. They're going to take on Katie Matthews and Peyton Haynes. So good start for those ladies over there. Looks like we are 4 rounds in, and I believe we still got zeros on the scoreboard here.
Could have ourselves a long game. I'm going to set the over-under. We're going to bring that back. We're going to set the over-under at 23 and a half rounds here.
Okay.
So what are you taking, over or under, Wally?
Let's go with the over. Let's go and have a good one to start.
Oh, we have another wash.
That makes good for the over.
Sure does.
So you guys are watching Court 2 action here today. We do have a PPR sponsor. I got to shout out my guy Mike Fabianar over there. He hooked us up with some chairs, so Alpha Furnishing will be bringing you guys the round 10 PPR check.
Way to go, Mike.
You can check them out at alphafurnishing.com. These chairs are comfy, ain't they?
Sure are. Nice ergonomic chairs.
Well, dead spot here. Let's see if we can break this zeros.
Oh, and the bag hangs up. We have another wash. Wow.
Well,
I can't believe it.
The funny thing is, these ladies showed up here earlier, and they were told to wait 14 minutes till 10 o'clock to start. That's what time we were supposed to go live, and they were like, we got to wait that long? And I was like, you know what? We're on social media. We can go live whenever we want.
Mm-hmm.
So then the score is still 0-0. They're about to start here at 10 o'clock.
They're about to start right on time.
The only difference is 6 rounds of PPRs.
Oh, nice collect there from Elizabeth.
Corey
And
says,
we
hey
got
guys,
our first points.
This is an amazing stream by amazing people. Thank you so much for streaming. Hey, Corey, no problem, but if you want to go ahead and make your way over here real quick, I do have a question I could use some assistance with, as our score is now 2-0.
Finally got first points on the board, Elizabeth and Sarah. Maya has a bag off to the right. Sarah does follow, though. Oh, no drip.
She's got it surrounded.
She does. It's a very tempting bag for Maya here. Does she? Oh, she tries to cut over it. This could be a big point. Oh, what a collect. That was such a nice collect there from Sarah. Oh, and that's a big 6 spot. What a collect. We're going to take a look at the replay on that one. Well, looks like I didn't quite get that replay, but it's all right.
Hey, you know what? I don't know why it's showing us right now anyway. It's all right. We got a lot of stuff going on here.
It's all right.
All right, we'll do a PPR check in a little bit. I was trying to get us a little preview screen, but I guess we have to go with this. So now I got you a bigger monitor at least, but we did lose the ability to talk to chat for a second.
8-0 Elizabeth and Sarah taking a commanding lead so far in this game. Good collect there from Dia. Elizabeth's gonna try and go after this bag here. Slick side off the board, she side rails it, and Dia could make this a 7-point swing back the other way, and she cannot. You see a 10-on-5 though, it's 5 points the other way. Maya and Dia are finally on the board.
I think last time I was broadcasting a DLE match, we had the song in the background playing. I got 5 on it. She scores 5 right there, so she either scores 5 or not at all.
Yeah, it's a game of runs, Wally.
She's got streaks.
Streaks like Rosie?
Oh, I see what you did there.
I'm getting better at this thing, Wally.
It's a lot of fun when you have a good fun.
Yeah. I enjoy taco about it. Social.
You know what? I don't mind if I do. Where's my agua? Here we are, getting close to that round 10. All right, looks like I got chat up on my computer. What up, Bubba? Welcome in.
It's a little side-by-side from Dia.
See, Brendan, whenever you're here for a little bit longer, we'll get you access to chat, but that comes with like a 2-month promotion. You don't get that right off the bat.
Yeah, figures. It's all right. Elizabeth unable to work around Dia's bag. Let's see, slick side down. Good collect from Dia. Elizabeth in for the wash, able to get it. Another wash.
That was a great shot there by Dia, going across the board, getting that stick-on-stick material to redirect it into the hole. And let's go ahead and do it. Our first PPR check brought to you by Alpha Furnishing. Dia's throwing a 0, apparently. That's interesting. I think it's backward. Oh, now it's 4-bagger percent. Corey changed it up on us. He's got the PPRs in the middle there. All right, so she's throwing a 10. Maylin with a 10.4, Elizabeth Tennyson with a 9.4, and then Sarah Cassie throwing an 11.6.
Shoot fire. Social. Looks like we see a tie game right now between Rosie Streaker, Samantha Finley, and Riley and Caitlin. They are currently in their third round. We'll have that game underway. Short to Lee. Ooh, good bag to get all of those. Ooh, Elizabeth would like to have that bag back. 2 more points going to Dia and Maya. Got 8-7.
There's my guy, Mike. Oh, now you see yourself on TV. Now we got you. Appreciate it, Mike. Anytime that you can say, man, I just wish I had a chair, and then Mike will message you and be like, hey, you want a chair? Off the furnishing, got you. I'm definitely happy. So you get a headrest, too, after 3 months.
Yeah, I don't have one of those.
Nice headrest. That bag, I was going to say, that bag is on the screen. It looks like it's dangling, but it's actually already in the hole.
She's been working at that bag ever since bag 2. She slowly was moving it.
All right, rounds are moving. Score not so much. 8-7, 14 rounds in.
That over's looking pretty good, Wally. Dia attempting to set unintentional blocker.
Those unintentional ones sometimes work out a lot better.
Let's see if Dia's got a little bit of a cut to get around that. Oh, and she uses the bag to her advantage, goes right around that, and she cannot collect that bag. That is a 6-point swing. This really is a game of runs. I'm telling you, Wally. 13-8, Maya and Dia. Dia picks up 6.
That was a huge bag by Dia Lee, not helping Elizabeth out, making Elizabeth collect her own bag. And we've seen it, I think, 3 rounds in a row now with the 4th bag yips from Elizabeth Tennyson. 13-8, round 15. Malin's got a nice rhythm going right now. Just listen to the sound. You can tell when her bag's coming out just because she is locked in, and that went a little bit too much on it. She wasn't sure it was going in, but it is. I just like the confidence that she's throwing with right now. These last few rounds, she is not waiting for the result of Sarah's bag. She hears the thud and then starts her approach already.
Got Maya throwing an 11, Sarah throwing an 11.5. Dia Lee throwing a 10.57, Elizabeth throwing a 9. They got some ground to work with. Ooh. Dia almost snags that bag there on one of the corners, but Elizabeth cannot finish up on that 4th bag, and we have another wash. She lets Dia off the hook there.
That is another 4th bag mistake there from Elizabeth Tennyson. Good look at Damon Dennis as he's getting ready to start. Maylin, no hesitation. She should have waited for the board to pop up on the screen. That's why that one goes short.
Yeah, she should have known.
She should have known.
Maya finishes up with a 9, but she's still definitely regretting that first bag as she drops 3 points. Sarah picks 3 back up. We got a 15-11 bag game here.
So Sarah able to finish on her bag number 4, but the story for me this game has been bag number 4 from Elizabeth on the right.
Looks like all 4 of these players are playing a pretty clean play style and no back blocks really in action so far. Bag is slowly working itself back around the hole. Oh, this could be a 2-point swing for Elizabeth Tennyson. Going slick side down the middle. Was able to collect it. She's like, finally, I finished the 4th bag. Dia finishes up, but does give up 2 points. So we're heading into,
it's like round 19, I think.
it's hard to see on my little monitor.
What was your
here.
over-under already?
24 and a half.
24 and a half. Ashley says, what are the chances a live PPR can be built into the stream scoreboard in the future? Actually, we talked about that yesterday at dinner. Actually, a couple days ago, we went to the baseball game, and I think we're going to do something really, really cool for the round limited signature number 6, and that should have the PPR on the screen the entire time. But we got to build it first. Corey's a master at code, and we're going to try to do something really cool in the future. But as of right now, we kind of just have to fine-tune what we got and then go forward. Speaking of fine-tuning, 15-15. This match is sharp.
It's a 7-point swing there in favor of Sarah and Elizabeth. Maya and Dia can't let this game get away. All the players are shooting fantastic still. Maya's shooting a 10-7. Sarah's shooting 11-6. Elizabeth shooting a 9-4. Dia shooting a 10-4-4. Elizabeth goes in for the 4-bagger, and as does Dia. Social.
Gotta love the air high fives as well. And then there's the awkward knuckles right there, just to finish it off all the way. Another double 4-bagger once that score gets put in. Looks like it did. Let's do another Alpha Furnishing PPR check. AlphaFurnishing.com bringing you a 10.6 for Dia Lee, a 10.7 for Maylin De La Cruz, a 9.7 for Elizabeth Tennyson, and 11.6 for Sarah Cassidy. She is not missing a beat.
Oh,
and she just missed a beat.
Little window of opportunity for Maya, and she takes advantage of it.
That might be on me. I might have announced her jinxed there on that one.
It's like when you celebrate early on a 4-bag, you're telling your partner good bag, and then it hops over the hole. Happened to me on Wednesday. Elizabeth with another bag, presumably out of play unless she wants to try and go after it. But at a late stage of the game like this, I don't think it's worth the risk. Let's see if Dia is able to bring that bag back into play. Slowly inches its way back into the circle. Elizabeth continuing to eye the monitor on the courts. Oh, we see an airmail opportunity, moves it a little bit closer. Dia's trying to figure out if, or not Dia, Elizabeth's looking to see if she can get around that bag anymore. Ends up taking in Dia's, and we have a 19-15 game here. You can only assume at this point that Sarah's got to remain perfect in this round. Never know. Stranger things have happened. Maya's first bag.
That is a great teaser block.
Sure is. Maya just misses off the back right. Sarah's really got to take advantage of these last 2 bags. Maya finishes up for 10. And Sarah picks up 2 points.
Man, how about Sarah Cassidy so far this game? These are the type of games that I love to watch. It's 19-17 right now. Sarah and Elizabeth down to their final mistake. But then you also have on the other side, Dia and Maylin. Once they miss their first bag, the pressure then gets on them. She
What a
cannot
crazy
afford to miss
first game.
twice. Hey, you can try picking.
bag is also out of play for her.
She said, I don't.
Elizabeth having some communication with Sarah, asking her if she can grab that bag.
She said, do you think it's too far out? She said, yeah. So it looks like they're not going to go
just
after
go
it.
in, yeah.
I don't mind the slick side. I mean, there's just a corner there teasing, right?
It is, but I think that with that bag, she pushed it out of the way. Never mind.
Oh,
Dia
man.
might have moved it a little bit closer. Can she collect this bag?
She elects to not go for the airmail drag.
Dia's got to be in clean.
Nice.
She is. We have a 10-10 wash back to the Mayhem side of the court.
You know, that's that teaser bag that's just sitting right there, and you're like, no, I'm not going after it. And then your opponent gives you another inch. You're like, no, I'm not going after it. You get another inch, and she still elected to go in, which was the right call, I think.
Great bag starting off. Oh, and Maya has another bag off the board. That bag is not a guaranteed bag there on the left to go in. Maya hits a dead spot on the front of the board.
She's going to have to collect that, too. I think this is a short airmail attempt, almost like a safety airmail. You want to land right above the Stevie logo.
Oh, my gosh.
I don't like that call.
I like that call, Wally.
She says leave it.
Gotta
and
go in
after.
clean, though.
I think you might have to try and work that up on bag number 4. If Sarah hits this airmail, you're in trouble.
Yeah.
Or you
Maya
just do it for her.
Airmail's there. You'd assume all Sarah has to do is put this bag in and leave Maya with an insane amount of pressure to grab that level. You'd assume that's a level 4 blocker there. Oh
She
my
knocks herself
gosh.
off. And do
And
we have
now-
an and one attempt? That'd be 1 point. if
That'd
she
be a
gets
1 point swing.
You can shoot. And maybe try to add one, but whatever you're feeling. If you're comfortable with landing, I'm okay with that too. If you're confident in your airmail, go for it.
Maya has to be in with this bag at very least, and she's off the board. And we are going to see a Sarah Cassidy and Elizabeth Tennyson win. And that is going to do it here. We did have the over on our first game on the broadcast court today. But we will see you guys with some more action coming up. I believe we are switching over to seniors for our next matchup between Frank Modlin, Damon Dennis, Don Cupp, and Dan Schulten playing for King Seat. When we return, we'll see you guys in a second.
World.
Almonds like this, ranch flavor, cashews like that, buffalo flavor. This plus that is flavor harmony. Do all the nuts, and do all the flavor.
Kubota Orange Days delivers the savings you need for the life you love. Shop a wide selection of equipment at your local dealer, including America's #1 selling compact tractor. And get your perfect match delivered to your door. Designed for comfort and built for performance. Now through June 30th, get 0 down, 0% APR for 84 months or up to $3,000 off select compact tractors. Sales ending soon. Find your nearest dealer at KubotaOrangeDays.com.
We've got a tender navy bean nestled in a brown sugar sauce with a smoky hint of bacon.
We're gonna need like a zillion of those.
1 zillion it is.
All right, guys, welcome back to Signature number 4 in Fort Worth, Texas. We are close to D-Town, Dallas, just outside, and we got a lot of cornhole action coming in just a second. Players have yet to make their way to the boards. See Damon Dennis and Don Cup heading up there. Dan Schulten still waiting to arrive. There's Dan Schulten.
They're here.
What's going on? Got Damon's back. It's going to be a good matchup. I actually broadcasted this exact same matchup in Brighton, Michigan a couple months ago, and it was a good battle. I think it ended with a front board. Hopefully it's not going to end with a front board today.
Yeah, so the way the brackets are kind of playing out, I'll go through them real quick here. We have this matchup now. This is going to be for your B bracket king seat match in the seniors division. So Frank Milan, Damon Dennis against Donald Cupp and Dan Schulten. The winner of this one will go to the B bracket finals. Our next match will be the A bracket finals between Steve Schrader and Jerry Lockwood and Brad Kraft and Mike Clayton. After that, hopefully the timing works out well so that we can get you guys both juniors bracket finals. That will be who makes broadcast tomorrow. And then if timing works out perfectly, we'll get the women's bracket championship, I guess, for A or B, or maybe, depending on time, we'll be all the way done. So we'll see how things go. But, yeah, switching things up over to the seniors division. Singles action a little bit later today. We'll have both courts up and running for singles action. Looks like we are lining up with Damon Dennis on the left-hand side against Dan Schulten. Donald Cupp over on the right, waiting for Frank Modlin to appear. I haven't seen Frank yet. He's invisible. That's all right. Give me a chance to pull up my chat and interact with you guys. Neutax has great games. Sometimes you got to just get through it. You ain't lying, Scott. Scott, what's going on, my dude? Welcome in. Here comes Frank Milan. He's bringing his cellular telephone on his little tripod over here. That's one thing I love, Brendan, about the seniors division is the way that they joke back and forth with each other and have some fun.
Yeah, you don't really see too much talking in the other divisions, you know.
I think Dan just said they're going to go down back twice. Frank trying to throw it at us? Hold on.
Yeah,
Hold
trying
on.
to give us some live action.
All right, so bag selection, we have the Sub-Zero Winter Tides. Or hold on a second, did I say Tundra?
Sub-Zero, I have no idea. You're asking the wrong guy, but I think we could automatically assume what Damon Dennis is throwing.
That could be Glacier, actually, now I look at it even closer. Either way, Sub-Zero Winter Tides, Tundras, or Glaciers. Great packs. I think these are Glaciers, actually. Let's see if I can. The problem is Donald throws slick side. Oh, Tempest. That's even a new one. All right, so all 4 different lines there. And then we got the All Cornhole Game Changers. So Sub-Zero Tempest against All Cornhole Game Changers are the bag selections here. They're going to go down and back a couple times, chat. What are you looking forward to today in singles?
What am I looking forward to?
Yep.
I mean, I always like watching the kids play, man, but I mean, the seniors can go for some longevity. I enjoy seeing the elderly crowd. Just kidding.
I mean, anytime you get your seniors division, but anytime a senior goes deep in a bracket, you're kind of like, ooh, let's go. Same thing with a woman. And like juniors, we don't care about anymore.
Yeah, right. They're all so
juniors
good.
go deep in bracket, we're just like, man, boring. Just been there, done that. But if you get Damon Dennis or Frank Modlin deep in a bracket, or even DLE or something, Sarah Cassidy, we're kind of like, oh, heads up, look out. Alicia thinks that you sound like Anthony, so she says hello to Anthony.
Hey, what's up, Alicia?
But now she says hi to Brandon now. Big mistake.
Love to see it. I'm going to pull up the chat on my
What's up,
on
Clay?
my end.
Welcome in from Uganda.
Wow.
That's got to be pretty far. That's probably the farthest one that we got. Anybody farther than Uganda today?
What's up, Tom? Tom Walker. Shout out to my mom for watching. Shout out Tom Walker. Shout out Peter Yang. Shout out Tom Walter. Shout out Morgan Blonde.
All Michigan.
All the
people.
crowd from Michigan. Yep.
I'm picking up a theme here today. We got Brendan from Michigan. We got Maylin from Michigan, and now we got Dan and Don from Michigan. I don't think there's any Michigan in our next match, though. Steve Schrader and Jerry Lockwood against Brad Kraft and Mike Clayton. Not really sure where Brad and Mike are from. They're going to go back, so that means they're going to start things off on the right-hand side. We got Donald Cupp and Frank Modlin to start things off.
You think there's a strategy behind who starts first bags?
Oh, there's got to be, right?
Yeah. I mean, I would assume in my games I don't like to start with the bags because I don't want to make the first mistake.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie. I am pretty much the exact same way. I actually got to play against Jackie Sayasone back in the day, and she said that she deferred to me. Like, she won the spin, and then she said, I defer. Some Deb Odom fans in the crowd.
Huh.
She said, I defer, and it threw me off. And I'm like, what do you mean you defer? You won the spin. You're supposed to go first. And she's like, no, you go first. And I threw my first bag left side, shanked it off the side rail, and she ended up scoring 5 points that round on me. And I'm like, that's a good idea. So now, if I win the spin, I go second. If I lose the spin, more than likely I go second. That way you're always prepared for the first round, you know? So I think I'm going to start using that strategy if I ever get back into playing again.
Got live bags. This is first round of live bags. Don has one bag off to the right. Frank's able to finish up for the 4-bagger. Don able to go in for 10, and we have first points coming for the team that started with the first bag. Could be an interesting theme to pay attention to for this day.
Do you remember the first game? Who started? We're 2 games in and we already forgot what just happened.
Maya did not start. Sarah started.
That is not the right scoreboard. 1 second, guys.
Oh, what an airmail from Dan. What's Damon going to do? Is Damon going to pull out the airmail?
There we go. I mean, it's...
Damon's going to go slick side, unable to collect his bag. It's a tough blocker to get around. But Dan works around it with ease.
So it's like the patented Damon Dennis airmail, like, ugh, I have to shoot another one. He's so good at it.
Oh, nice get around bag. Who taught him that bag?
He's got a lean.
Oh.
He's got a lean that he developed in the last couple of years going back to Colorado. We saw him break it out for an 8-point round, and we're like, holy crap, Damon got a cut. Never saw that coming. Can he finish the push? He does. Nicely done.
I love Damon getting into it early. We see a 9-on-9 wash. Dan was unable to take advantage of the bag off to the left-hand side. Instead, follows both of them off the back.
Peyton says, how much does it cost to get in to watch? Absolutely free. And it's a great time, too. You can play in some sit-and-goes if you haven't signed up for any of the other tournaments. And who knows, you might be able to find a partner to be able to play in doubles tomorrow. Brandon, you got a partner tomorrow?
I do. I'm playing with Chase White.
Chase White, that's a pretty good partner. I apologize, by the way, if I keep going back and forth between Brendan and Brandon. It's just my curse, man.
It's okay.
I mess up names.
It's all right. I said your last name wrong when we started the broadcast, so.
Oh, I didn't even notice.
It's just because we weren't Facebook friends. That's all.
That's true. I got to do that now. I forgot. Been avoiding this for so long, but now that you got me on the air, I got to do it.
I'll just type it in. I didn't send you a friend request again.
Oh. I think I might have to delete somebody first. Too popular, you know?
Is there a friend request limit? I know you'd be at it. Everybody likes Wally.
I'm at 5K.
Wow. We see Don getting the 2-point swing back the other way. We got a 2-0. 2-2. I thought there was 2 points on the board.
Yeah, I think it's a 5,000 max, and then you get, I got like 1,078 friend requests in the queue, so I'm popular.
Yeah, I have 1.3K friends right now.
Insert wicked musical song. Oh.
Tom's calling a 24-round game here. I'm going to say that I'm going to take the under on the 24.5 on this game here.
That bag is hanging on for dear life on slick side. I don't think it's going to stay there much longer. Nope. Right on cue. Meanwhile, Dan's like, how's mine not falling in? It's right on the edge.
See if Damon can get sneaky with it. And he cannot. The bag does fall.
Tempest takes a drip with a little bit of help from Damon Dennis. Adding to the score 3-2 with the accidental dirty bag from Dan Schulten. Johnny Torres, what up, my dude? Says Wally Kassler is a Cardinals fan. Of course he's popular. Hey, man, 11 World Series championships will do that to you. Unlike the Cubs, who have 2, I think.
I think they won the first one back when they made it to the World Series this past time. Did they end up making it again? I don't think so. I think they only have one.
I think they won the World Series and got rid of their entire team, from my knowledge.
Free up some of that space.
So Modlin going with a sticky. Oh, never mind. Flipped it right over since I started talking about it. I was going to say, is he going to try and break out a roll bag? I've seen him do.
Oh.
He doesn't call it a roll. He calls it a hop because it lands and kind of just hops over the pile. I was like, that counts, man. I'll give you a roll bag if you intended to do it.
Don unable to take advantage of that bag off to the right. So see if Frank can grab that bag. He put it back into play. He likes that.
Yeah, that's perfect. He's still got a bag left in his hand to collect it the rest of the way.
I think Don's going to try and just put it back block. Unable to, and Don says, come on in that great shots jersey. Wearing it loud and proud as always. Oh, slick side coming in, unable to get a point on that one. So we see a 6-on-6 wash.
That's big leagues right there.
That is big leads. Don's struggling over there trying to figure out how to work the scoreboard. It's
my favorite thing to watch. Seniors and scoreboards.
My dad, I've been trying to work with my dad, teach him how to use the opposing software.
I mean, don't you? All right, as fun as it is to watch seniors play cornhole, don't you think it'd be a little bit more fun to like bring in a little esports action to it and watch the seniors have to build like a Minecraft house?
Oh, for sure.
I mean,
speed building Minecraft houses.
Can you imagine? Or play Fortnite build mode.
Yeah, even no build.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
I know there's a lot of if you guys are unfamiliar with my game, I'm have a little background in esports. Did a professional Rocket League and Fortnite broadcasting before making my cornhole debut. This is back during COVID days. Oh, you see, this could be a big round here for Damon.
I feel like we just saw this round. Can Damon sneak in again? I think he's perfectly fine with that trade since Dan had 2 out of play. That's a +2 lead change. But yeah, let's do some Fortnite or Minecraft seniors tournaments, and then bring in a phone book for the juniors division. See if they can figure out how to call somebody.
Yeah, and then we should bring the juniors over and have them try and work some of the devices from the 2000s. I actually was talking to one of the people that we were staying with, Jack McKinney, and Chase and I were talking about Nintendo Wii and how he played Wii growing up. And mind you, Chase is 15 and Jack is 14. And Jack goes, I don't even know what that is. And I'm like, are we really a complete different generation where people growing up right now, some of these juniors, don't know what a Nintendo Wii is? Don is just beside himself. He's frustrated. I as much as I love seeing these senior guys succeed, I love seeing them a little bit frustrated too. But nonetheless, Don does pick up 2 points, and we're going to have another lead change here.
Everybody's struggle busing right now, not playing the game that they want. It's only 5-4. We're in round number 8 now. We'll do a PPR check once we get to round 10.
Tom Walter would like to enter the Minecraft tournament. You need to win some cornhole things before you decide to play Minecraft. Damon, unintentional back block.
Oldham was saying that the boards look so sticky. Last night when we were setting up, the doors were open last night. It was a little bit warmer in here. And Steve Schrader was throwing, and he said the seniors are going to have a lot of problems with how sticky these boards are. Now, today, the air conditioner is right on us.
Yeah.
I'm kind of cold, and I'm expecting these boards to speed up. If they're playing slow right now, I expect them to speed up over the weekend.
See a 10-6. 4 points going in favor of Frank and Damon. I've had like 5 lead changes in this game already, Wally. Maybe even 6.
I don't think we're done yet either. I think we can expect a few more. It's kind of interesting how they're lining up. You know, Frank Milan usually a slick side thrower. Donald Cup, a slick side thrower as well. I would like to almost see them mix it up a little bit and have Damon throw against Donald. Put down some intentional blockers, try and force airmails or more difficult push-through shots.
There we go. Here it is. Will.
Right on cue. That's a slick
Don.
side block, though.
Let's see if Don is going to try and go up and over it. And he cannot. He cannot make it to the hole. He makes it off to the back. Just outside the warning zone, and we have a 10-10 wash.
Love that look that we got there from Frank Milan. He's like, I tested him, and he almost hit it.
I think for the rest of the game, I need to use my my professional broadcasting.
Okay.
You guys are gonna see a big change in this next round. You guys gotta stay tuned for that.
Stay tuned. Don't go anywhere.
I think I'm gonna introduce myself to Trey Ryder using that voice a little bit later.
It was kind of funny. We were at the last broadcast, and somebody heckled us in the chat like they normally do, and I went full baseball mode, and everyone's like, oh, it's pretty good baseball voice, actually, and I got a lot of compliments on it. And I was like, I was just goofing around. Oh, my gosh. Dan has probably had, I would say, at least 6 of those Tempest hung up on that right side of the hole.
The boards aren't even really that sticky when I was throwing on them earlier, but
Just not getting any love right now.
no.
Dan always had a little bit of the righties.
It's like Frank's first bag is in the hole. Don approaching the pitch, does put his first bag in the hole as well. Frank perfect, 2 for 2 so far. Don has another bag hanging up on the back of the hole. This could be a big 2-point swing for Frank. Looks like you do see a little bit of love here coming from Don. Don is up. 4-bagger for Frank. Last bag is also in for Don Cup.
Nicely done.
What do we think about that, guys? You guys like that
Not too
better?
shabby. There's a difference of partners right there. You got Jerry Lockwood over there on the boards warming up. Steve Schrader is sitting there hanging out, talking to the opponent. Everything is fine. I owe you guys a PPR check. Let's go ahead and get you one. Brought to you again by Alpha Furnishing this weekend. Appreciate the comfy chairs that we're sitting in. Damon Dennis with a 9.6. Frank Milan, 9.67. Donald Cup with a 10. Dan Schulten, the case of those righties getting hung up there with an 8.6. Somebody says, make them throw faster. That ain't going to happen.
Make cornhole faster again.
Double 4-bagger.
Social. We need to get the crowd hyped up for these seniors, man. They're going to fall asleep if they don't.
Jerry Lockwood now makes his way over to the crowd. Well, the only problem with that is, like, the players that aren't in the women's juniors seniors division show up early, get the practice in, kind of feeling out how the boards are going to play, and then everyone else is still in the tournament. So still pretty early. Smaller brackets when you deal with the women's juniors and seniors doubles action.
Signatures definitely have a lot less teams than the the opens.
Donald's only got one bag left to collect that one. Frank needs to help him out, and he does.
See if Don can go slick side, try and collect this bag, and he can. What a collect there from Don.
Yeah, gets the help from Frank Milan and bringing it closer. Got that corner, hit the corner perfectly, gets the drip. 8-7 first throw down for Dan. Somebody wants my Perrito voice? Nah, Perrito's, he's gone. He might show up at Worlds, but he's gone. He's gone for a while.
Shout out to Derek Lacey. Talked to your dad at a switch on Wednesday. He told me to tell Wally that you said hi.
There you go. Hello.
Welcome to the chat.
How about this, Mikey? A big fan of the round limited format. Says all cornhole matches should be 14 rounds.
Definitely don't think.
I like both. I like both formats.
It's good to switch it up every once in a while, for sure. So I believe that all the rest of these signatures, except for the last, are going to be the classic format. So this one, and then the fifth one, and then the sixth one is going to be the round limited format, and then it's Worlds, right? After the signature
Worlds.
6.
Yeah. Right around the corner. It's crazy.
I'm going to make my way to Worlds this year, too. Maybe you guys might see me on some broadcast action. It's a long week over there. It's good to switch things up, give Jake a little bit of a chance to rest. He likes those snack breaks.
Jake takes breaks?
Jake takes breaks. I like that.
Jake's getting rested, man. They're going to be over there kicking it on court 1. Anthony and Jake on the call, and then they're going to have the broadcast tomorrow night while we start the teardown. Well, I start the teardown. You'll be playing probably.
Yeah, I will be. That's the best part about doing this part-time. I don't have to worry about setting up, taking down. Although I should not speak too soon here. Don's able to pick up another 2 points. Players have had a lot of bags just going either in the hole or on the board. Not much creativity having to be played. It's pretty typical of the seniors over there.
Let's check on this lead change thing. You might be onto something here. All right, so our first B bracket finals is set. Ethan Ferris and Gabriel Clausen against Braden Wilson and Cash Chamness. And then the second one, Sammy Soto and Ryan Trader against Tony Forbes and Zane Krotz.
There's a Michigan guy, Zane Krotz.
Brotherhood weekend, too. Would only be fitting.
So we're going to have a little timeout, try and regroup here. Yeah, Don is shooting really good so far. We see a couple fist bumps.
All right, so let's see here. The score was 2-0. I'll count that as a lead change, I guess.
Yep.
And you got 3-2, and then 4-3, and then 5-4, and then 8-5, and now 9-8. So was that 5 lead changes?
Yeah.
All right, so they got their answer on what they want to do for this shot here. I don't think it's going to fall just yet. Maybe 1 or 2 taps.
Wow, that is a fantastic bag from Damon. I don't think he could have drew that up any better. Put a little bit of pressure on for Dan, and that is exactly what I'm talking about. That bag on the back of the hole is pinned, Wally, and this could be a 6-point swing if Damon could get slick with this last bag here. Let's see if he can, and he's unable to, but still picks up 4 points, and he's more than happy with that. And guess what, Wally? We got another lead change.
Why not? Keep adding to it. Donald's clapping. He's happy about it. Not really, though. But 12-9, he's like, all right, I'm going to fire myself up.
got a little side-by-side action. 4x4. Ooh, great bag. Pins both of the bags up into the hole. We're going to see a little bit of a dirty game from the seniors here.
How hard can Frank push this pile?
I'd say pretty hard. He comes in very fast, but no love.
Not hard enough.
No love.
Not hard enough, Gary.
Oh, I don't think that Don wanted that to happen.
I honestly don't mind Frank just shooting this here at this point.
I mean, they're up right now. Is the risk worth the reward in this situation? I'd say.
I think so.
Yeah.
Steal a couple points out of it. Donald can't collect one.
But does Frank actually have to go airmail on this bag, or can he go slick side and just try and collect these hard?
The only reason I'm saying shoot the airmail there is because you shoot it short, you drag yours, or you go in clean, and Donald's going to have to go left or right on that board. Donald just give us a roll. If Donald Cup breaks out a roll bag, I'm going to fall out of my new Alpha Furnishing chair. I'm just going to go ahead and throw that out there real quick.
Never know. This could be either a backside opportunity here, or this could just be a straight-on roll bag. I don't have a roll bag in my arsenal, but in this situation, I would flip that bag slick side, and I would try and roll. Because Chase White would tell me, hey, what's the worst that's going to happen? You're gonna have an extra bag off the board is what's going to happen here. But if you go airmail here, you have the risk of knocking in both of those all cornhole bags here, and Don does not want to do that.
I agree with you, but there's one factor that you can't put on paper, and that this is Donald Cup.
Don Cup, he's unpredictable. We're about to see something crazy. He's looking at the scoreboard.
He's got a smile on his face. You know he's shooting it. Somebody in the crowd needs to be able to shoot it, and that's all the permission he needs.
Don with a big windup. He's going to go for the roll bag, and it's off the board, but good try, Don.
All right, I'm not gonna lie. I did not expect that. That's the smirk that he was looking for. The Donald Cup roll bag lands low on the board, just goes hard left. Hey, I applaud him for even trying it, okay? Did not see that coming.
Don Cup roll bag. Everybody from Great Shots in Michigan waiting in the crowd over there. We got Jaden Ellis, Zayden Krotz, Jordan Power, Jack McKinney. They're all laughing. It's fun to have a little bit of fun with these pros because sometimes they're still going to miss shots, and that's what's so relatable about having cornhole on broadcast court. Nice back block from Dan. Damon taking an extra second. He's asking him to shoot it, and Frank's telling him on bag 3 to go up for it. Damon asks, should I block first? Are we going to see him try and go up for this or try to go slick side around?
He's got that cut. I'm telling you.
I think he's got slick side down if I'm not mistaken. Oh, hit a little, it looks like he might have hit a dead spot on the side of the board there. See if we get a good collect, good hard collect. Pushes the bags a little bit closer. That bag's not necessarily out of play for Dan. Let's see if Damon can use his own bag to try and go slick side around it and keep those bags sitting there. That's exactly what happens there, Wally.
So I might have just blocked in that situation. Dan wasn't going to sneak in. He gets a collect with the open lane.
Makes him make the harder shot, and he's able to get it. Not bad a color commentary there, huh, Wally?
Hey, not bad at all. You can do it all, man. You're a hybrid.
I was a hybrid caster for esports, so that makes a lot of sense.
That's the problem, though.
There's no problem.
You got to
with
narrow
that.
it down, man.
Yeah, I got to let you talk sometimes, huh?
Oh, no, I don't want to talk at all. You
Okay.
got this. I got buttons to push. I get the fun stuff.
I speak fluent Japanese.
Travis said, I'm a lefty that looked like a right-handed roll attempt. I don't know what that was. There is a shot clock in seniors, but no officials over here, and they are well within the time limit anyway. They do talk a little bit more than other divisions, but they're still fine.
Oh, that's a great bag. Great bag. Damon getting a little fired up there, put a little pressure on Don. He's going to try and I thought he was trying to go after that bag, but it looks a little bit more out of play than we can see over here on the broadcast.
He just landed 2 centers all.
Oh, and Frank would love to have that bag back because we could see a 2-point swing back the other way for Don, and he makes it happen. See if Don can put the score in correctly, give himself 2 points. We got a 14-11 ball game.
Working on another lead change here. Scoreboard just went away for us. There it comes back. That was weird. Entering round 20, so we'll do another PPR check after this one.
Got a couple bags off to the left.
Make him do the work right here. You just cut around it, Frank Modlin says.
Damon Slickside Demon puts that bag right into a good lane, and there's a bunch. That's not a bad situation because
A little bar of soap call from Double D. And then he immediately says, I was just kidding.
you know, he's gotta try something. If Don's gonna try and go for that roll bag, I think Damon should try and go for a bar of soap. What do you think?
Snoop in the background, tell him to do it.
Ooh.
Tapped in, but that kind of kicked on him at the last second.
Yeah, let's see if he can use Slick Side. Gets around that bag, puts a little bit of pressure on Damon to get this last bag in. Either way, it looks like we're gonna have at least a 2-point swing. But he gets around it. Wow, what a bag.
I told
Picks
you.
up 4 points.
We were working on that lead change, and that's exactly what's going to happen. 15-14 now. Let the scoreboard update real quick and do another Alpha Furnishing PPR check. Damon Dennis throwing a 10, Frank Modlin with a 9-2, Donald Cup with a 9-9, and Dan Schulten throwing a 9-4. A little bit of a teeter-totter match going on here.
We've had a couple close games on the broadcast already. First game ended 21-19. This next game, 1-point swing this late in this battle. We could see decides to step out as much as he can. Goes Slick Side. And Frank is able to bring that bag back into play. What a collect right there.
And you heard Double D get fired up on it. Now this is interesting here because Donald is out of bags. Does Frank want to get aggressive now? He's going to go on the board.
That's a good opportunity there.
That was deeper than I thought he wanted that one. That one was a little scary. Almost taps in Donald, but guess what, Ben? Another lead change.
Let's see if we got a replay on that.
You think you got it figured out?
I think so. Let's see.
Go ahead. Just the tap in? You missed it.
Oh, I missed it again. All right, we'll work on it. It's okay.
We'll get you right. We'll get you right before the next match. I promise.
Good.
Meanwhile, 16-15 here, round 22. William in the chat asking for 2 broadcast courts. Just one right now for women's, juniors, and seniors. They're putting the final touches over there on court number 1. Singles action a little bit later today. That'll be on both courts. They will handle ESPN+. We will have Facebook and YouTube here. It'll be myself and Mish Thompson. Ashley lying to you, says that you're doing great on the replay.
Thanks, Ashley. Appreciate it. I only had about 5 minutes of prep work. Wally giving me the rundown on how the replay system works back here. So I have a little bit of streaming experience myself, but not broadcasting per se. But you know what? It's never too late to learn.
I'm a little bit quiet. I got buttons to push. We're making sure everything works good. It's fine. It's fine. It's still a little early for my, like, I'm a little, I don't know, still wake up mode. Took a cold shower this morning. Trying to bring that into my life. It's a lot to get used to, the cold showers. Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
But I do feel a little bit more awake. I'm just getting going in. Job security for me? No. I'm done at the end of the year anyway, guys. Who knows? Me says replays are a skill. She's still working on it.
Oh,
there it was. That's that
wow.
hopper that I was talking about. Now, luckily for him, it's going to take away the backside of the hole, and this could get them on 20. Donald walks down to the end of the court here with a little smirk on his face.
I love Don's facial expressions. He always gets into it. All these seniors, they realize that, you know, they might not be as young as these other people, but they can have just as much fun.
All right, so he's just going to go ahead and go board. Quick look at that one. Wanted to make sure it wasn't going to fall on the backside. And that's going to put them on 20. We got a little crunch time happening now. Did I pay Jeremiah for helping set up the court? Absolutely. Any volunteer that helps set up gets paid. So if you guys are ever here a day before, make sure you help set up. If you guys are here on Sundays, make sure you help tear down. You get paid for it. Could cover your entry fees.
Could cover your sit and go losses too.
All 7 of them.
Exactly. I went 0 for 7 in Fort Lauderdale.
This is that patented double D pacing. Trying to slow Dan down. This is the mind games that go late into games that Double D is best at. That's why we see him last so long in the singles brackets compared to some of the other seniors, as he is not afraid to mix it up. Just kind of make Dan think a little bit more with the game on the line now.
Dan has to be in here. And he is not, and that is going to do it. Damon Dennis and Frank Modlin get the king seat in brackets, I believe, what is that, A?
World.
Almonds like this, ranch flavored. Cashews like that, buffalo flavor. This plus that is flavor harmony. 2 of the nuts, and 2 of the flavor.
Kubota Orange Days delivers the savings you need for the life you love. Shop a wide selection of equipment at your local dealer, including America's #1 selling compact tractor. And get your perfect match delivered to your door. Designed for comfort and built for performance. Now through June 30th, get 0 down, 0% APR for 84 months or up to $3,000 off select compact tractors. Sales ending soon. Find your nearest dealer at KubotaOrangeDays.com.
We've got a tender navy bean nestled in a brown sugar sauce with a smoky hint of bacon.
We're gonna need like a zillion of those.
1 zillion it is.
All right, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you all. Welcome back to ACL Signature number 4 in Fort Worth, Texas. We just had a women's game and a senior game so far, and we have some more senior action coming in. My name is Brendan Seachuck alongside Wally. Is it Kassler?
Kassler, you got it. Yes, sir.
Yeah, there we go. I
That's why
couldn't
they call
remember
me
if it was
K9.
Kasser or Kassler.
So much easier with K9, you know? It's easy.
Yeah, K9 Wally.
It's
All
kind
right,
of
we got a bag spin, and it does look like we have live bags. Mike Clayton and Brad Kraft versus Steve Schroeder and Jerry Lockwood playing for King Seat in Bracket A. Bracket B just got done. We have a bag just starting off, a little bit left, and we have a bag off a little bit right.
It's kind of funny. My email is Wally K9, and then like it's spelled out though. So then, anytime somebody tries to read it back to me, they're like Wally Kine. I'm like, it's K9.
K9.
I'll probably get 1 out of 30 people that can read it properly. Zeros on the scoreboard. Looks like we are ready to roll. This is the same exact matchup that we saw in Colorado a couple weeks ago.
Oh, we still have a airmail drag starting off. Wow.
Right. I taught him in the replay during the break. Let's see if he has it now, chat. Go ahead and give us the replay.
All right, let's see if we got it this time.
Control your speed right here. Slow it down. Get the drag. I was way too slow. That was on me. And then boom, there you go. Perfectly done. How about that?
Wow.
Let's hear it. Let's hear it for Brendan.
Let's get some W's in the chat.
Some W's in the chat for his first successful replay.
Appreciate you showing me the ropes, Wally.
Hey, that's what I'm here for, man. We got it. Braden Fink in the chat. What up, buddy? Let's get the juniors games on here. How about we do that? Good idea, Braden. Never would have thought about that.
We got a little bunch going on. It's like we got Mike taking a look, or we got Brad looking at the board, going slick side, picks up a couple, and we got a nice little 10-on-10 wash.
Little Wintertide on Glacier Crime, all Sub-Zero matchup here. Sub-Zero owning the seniors division this year.
They sure are.
First bag there from Jerry, too far to the right with the Sub-Zero Glacier. And this is like a Pokeball Sub-Zero Wintertide. Getting a couple W's coming in on the chat. There you go. Congrats, Tony. Tony in the chat says good luck to us.
Thank you, Tony. Appreciate it. Miss you, bro. Are you out here this weekend? Haven't seen you yet.
Baby making.
Oh.
Or baby
Haven't.
finalizing, I guess. Yeah.
Finalizing.
I don't know. The making was 9 months ago. I don't know what I don't know what you call it now.
Oh, no. Unintentional roll bag. We see a 4-point swing.
Just hit the pile and kind of rolled instead of pushed. That's crazy. Usually the Wintertide a very fast bag. Maybe the boards are slower than I expected. I know, like I said, Steve was in here yesterday saying that the seniors are going to have some struggles here today.
Steve with a nice blocker. Starts off with a confident airmail.
Got somebody in the chat asking for some updates in the brackets. Let's go ahead and give that to you guys right now. B bracket, the king seat, or queen seat rather, belongs to Cameron Belvin and Kaylee Hunter. Lori Dool and Miranda Coy over there on court 5 trying to double dip them to get to the finals. Riley Schaff and Caitlin Owlshouse up 16-11 over Sarah Cassidy and Elizabeth Tennyson. Rosie Streaker and Sam Finley on the loser side waiting to see who they play next. Frank Motlin and Damon Dennis, we just saw them take down the king seat. So Donald Cupp and Dan Schulten going to take on Ralph Swan and Stacy Campbell. And then the winner of this match here will have the king seat. Andy Phillips and Ricky Duffy waiting for the loser of this match here to find out who they play. And then just because the chat asked for it and such a brilliant idea, we are going to switch over to the juniors bracket after that. Ethan Farias and Gabriel Clausen will take on Braden Wilson and Cash Chamness first. And then Sammy Soto and Ryan Trader will take on Tony Forbes and Zane Kratz. Then hopefully, time permitting, of course, we will have the women's overall finals as the seniors and juniors doubles brackets will make broadcast tomorrow. 11-0 start here, but a big opportunity to get on the board. Nice slick side.
Great get-around bag there. Oh, this could be. Can he get real slick with it and just go in? Oh, you know what? That's just as good as going in with both of them.
I would have liked that bag to be slick side again. Do the exact same shot you just hit for 6.
Yeah, I don't know if he had intended of doing that, but
I mean, it was no hesitation. I think he was confident he can get it in sticky side, but anytime you get a chance to get a slick side on the edge of the red zone and get that drip, you take it.
Absolutely. I 100% agree with you, Wally. Brad has a couple bags off, I believe, a couple bags off to the right.
Yeah, he's struggling now. Yeah. Steve going to take full advantage of it, make
Another
it 3.
one. Steve is in for 9 so far. Got to eliminate the damage here. Does he try and go backside? No.
Take your 6.
I would have at least thought about it for a second.
I would not have thought about it. I would have shot it right away. Backside all day. You give me a little opportunity to score an 8 spot, I'm taking it. Even if I knock you in there for a 9-on-5, I'm getting 4. I'm happy with that.
17-4. Big, big start from Steve and Jerry.
Now, I'm not going to put it all on Damon Dennis because, of course, you got Donald Cupp in there, too, with a long delivery. But an extreme change as far as pacing goes between this seniors match and the one we just watched.
Yeah, this pretty much turned into a juniors match.
Kelly says you should have the ACL Pro Cameron Belvin Game Championship on here. We will have the overall women's finals match, so if she makes it that far, we should be able to get that. But we got to have time permitting.
Wow, what a great collect there. Pulls it right off of top of Mike's bag, and that is going to do it. Wow, that was a quick game. Jerry and Steve take the king seat in bracket A of the seniors. Brad and Mike head down to the losers bracket to play Andy Phillips and Ricky Duffy. But coming up, we're going to have the highly anticipated juniors matchup between, who's it, Cash and Braden? No, we got that in a couple games, yeah? We got Ethan Farias and Gabe Clausen, and yeah, Braden and Cash. Cool. All right, well, we'll have more cornhole action when we return. We'll talk to you guys in a second.
Almonds like this, ranch flavor, cashews like that, buffalo flavor. This plus that is flavor harmony. 2 of the nuts, and 2 of the flavor.
Kubota Orange Days delivers the savings you need for the life you love. Shop a wide selection of equipment at your local dealer, including America's #1 selling compact tractor. And get your perfect match delivered to your door. Designed for comfort and built for performance. Now through June 30th, get 0 down, 0% APR for 84 months or up to $3,000 off select compact tractors. Sales ending soon. Find your nearest dealer at KubotaOrangeDays.com.
We've got a tender navy bean nestled in a brown sugar sauce with a smoky hint of bacon.
We're gonna need like a zillion of those.
1 zillion it is.
All right, guys, welcome back. If you guys are just now joining us, we're live in Fort Worth, Texas for the American Cornhole League Signature #4. We got some junior action taking place. Ethan Farias and Gabe Clausen, Cash Chamness and Braden Wilson. Before we even started this game, Braden came over and was like, "Hey, what's up, man?" I said, "What's up, kid? How you doing?" And told him congrats on his singles, junior singles takedown, or junior doubles takedown with Cash Chamness at one of the previous signatures. That was an
exciting match, man.
Great way to end it, too.
Anytime you
Three-bag drag.
Well, 4. Well, I mean,
Oh,
the bag in
four-bag
his
drag,
hand.
yeah.
4 bags without taking your opponent. That was awesome.
It was fantastic.
Well,
I'm a fan.
Where'd Cash go? Cash was just here, wasn't he?
I don't know, he's out.
I feel like I just walked back and saw him. Either way. Yeah, things winding down here. So juniors bracket, we'll head to broadcast. We're going to find out who punches their ticket to ESPN Plus finals tomorrow. I feel like that's at 4 o'clock. I'm not 100% sure. I should know this information. Mish and Alicia in the chat, help me out. But then the women's bracket will play out here, so we'll have seniors and juniors on broadcast tomorrow. Juniors usually bring a pretty good crowd off to the left and off the screen. We got Baby Goat and Alex Hicks fan club hanging out over there. It looks like we got a little bit of BG on BG crime here.
They both throwing Kingslayers.
Let's bring on a board.
Cash is definitely throwing Kingslayers. And
white Kingslayers and feels Gabriel's bags. I imagine these would be Wizard L's. Oh, Cash is back. I'm not sure what Braden was doing there, but it landed about 19 feet. All Kingslayers, huh? They're going to throw down, and it looks like they're going to start on the left-hand side as we finish up the down and backs over here on the right. I thought Cash was going to the scoreboard there for a second. But this right here is for the B bracket. A bracket up next, Sammy Soto and Ryan Trader against Tony Forbes and Zane Kratz. Get some Brotherhood bags on the court here during Brotherhood and Camping World weekend. And then, of course, the Round 10 PPR checks brought to you by Alpha Furnishing. So thank you to all the sponsors this weekend. Makes the world go round. Tanner wanting to bet $100 that BG wins this game. Whoa, crazy guy.
That is a
calm it down now.
wild bet. Putting money on bag selection is crazy. You want to put money on who wins the spin, too?
I think a junior's going to win this match, too. How about that?
I think a boy's going to win this game, too.
Whoa. Now we're just getting out of control. I thought they said they were going to go down and start, but it does not look like they're starting. So I'm going to wait till they put some zeros on the scoreboard till I believe them.
Okay, so I guess Cash is telling them that they could start. Braden and Ethan. EMAC. We got Rich Chamness supporting his son in the crowd. He's always here. He loves to see that. Oh, let's see if we have a nice little bar soap warm-up.
There's no board, and you guys missed all of it. It's all right. It went in anyway. It wasn't a bar soap.
No.
All right, chat. What say you? Who's going to win this match? Let's see. Put it in the chat. Let it be known which side you guys taking. This is for the bracket finals. And these bags are going to be live, starting things off on the left-hand side. All joking aside, I'm seriously in awe of Braden and Cash and how they handle themselves in the matches. Such great kids and great role models, Scott says. I agree, especially anytime you talk to Braden, he handles himself very well. You can tell he's been trained and coached up a little bit by the parents and stuff. He's preparing himself for this moment. I'll never forget when I first saw him in New Mexico. He was on my radar, came over and said, "Thank you for the live feeds." I said, this kid's got it. He's got it all. Not shy at all. Cash, on the hand, a little shy.
Oh. That's honestly a really good bag. See a nice high roll.
Wow.
Pins both of Braden's bags down. That was even a better bag from Ethan.
Ooh,
and they're going to take a timeout just early in round number 1. And what do you think? I think that if we see an airmail here, I think it could trampoline off on the slow side. I don't think a rodeo is in play here, but He's got the whole backside of the hole open, and he's able to leave both of his bags in there, and it could put a little bit of pressure to see, maybe either another backside, depending on the bag situation. But I think Braden is going to try and maybe push this slick side. Nope. Looks like he's going to try and rodeo it maybe.
You want that short airmail.
He's going to go up and get all 4 of those bags. Wow.
And a slick side push from Emax getting hung up.
And he gets one of them. And that was a fantastic airmail from Braden. We're going to take another look at this. Hopefully I get this replay. Goes up, gets all 4 of them, and he's super excited about that.
Nice shot from Braden Wilson. That's kind of the same exact shot we were talking about him winning on the broadcast with.
Dude, his airmail has been money this year.
All right, let's catch up with the chat. Let's see what they put in there. Cash and Braden, 21-18. Sling and Sack says 21-15 for Chris in favor of Cash and Wilson. Josh says Cash and Wilson. Tony says Cash and Wilson. Scott says, oh, my Lord. And then Justin with the Emax Gabe 21-19 call. So only one person in the Emax and Gabe Clausen corner.
Oh, what a backside coming in from Gabe. Cash going to think about it for a second. Cash has got pretty much every shot in the bag so far. He's asking Braden what he would do, and of course Braden's going to tell him that he would shoot it. He's got about 60% of that right side of the hole, and he is unable to hit it. But Braden's like, it's all good. It's fine. Gabe's try airmail as well, and it looks like it's going to be a 5-on-5 wash.
PPR killers. Nope, do I got no scoreboard up there? My bad, guys. That's on me. But it's only 2-0. You haven't missed anything. Everything down the middle here in round 3. They did so many down and backs, I wasn't geared up to put the scoreboard on the screen just yet.
Oh, Braden might like that bag. Emax gonna tell, or Gabe's gonna tell him to hit that airmail. See if he can get them all, and he cannot. Airmails are flying early, and we do see Cash take up, or looks like Braden picks up a point there. They take a commanding 3-0 lead, Wally.
Oh my goodness, Ryan Trader in the chat. What up, Ryan Trader?
Huge fan, Ryan.
Huge fan, man. I hope I get to see you play today.
Ooh, slick side Cash knocks in Gabe's bag, help him out a little bit. Gabe pushes that even more, a little bit out of the way. Cash is going to let that bag be and just go in and hopefully minimize the damage a little bit, but does give up 4 points. And we got our first lead change, technically second lead change of the game so far.
There's a look at Sammy Soto. Always doing the eyebrows. Oh, my bad. Try to bring on the board. Thought that was Ryan sitting next to him for a second, but I don't know where Ryan's at. Ryan must be warming up somewhere, getting ready for his match. That'll be up next as we finish off the juniors division. Got to say, pretty successful broadcast so far for us. Had a couple hiccups on the camera switches and scoreboards and replays early, but we're locked in now, man.
Yeah, we're dialed. See a social. Social.
These players are dialed in, too. Everybody's dialed. My water bottle's a little crooked on the bottom, so I'm a little nervy
Mine's a little empty.
Uh-oh. You don't get this very often, but he's calling for a block, and he hits it exactly where Braden Wilson pointed. That tells me how the rest of this game is going to get played out. Braden and Cash are going to want to dirty it up. We're going to and one. Get your replay ready.
Oh, that bag's still much in play. It's either going to be a roll or a block. Does get a nice roll, but that bag is almost all but in here in this situation. Cash going to go slick side. Still on the board. He could still end up cleaning up with 10 here, but you'd assume that bag's a little bit out of play. Gabe with a deep roll block, and Cash is going to try and go up for this bag.
Gabriel looks on his face like, oh my gosh, what did I just do? You just got lucky.
And that bag is not moving at all, and get a 2-point swing.
I'm not going to lie. The restraint from a junior to not go for an and one attempt is baffling to me. These kids, they see it. They automatically shoot that bag. Cash elected not to and ends up giving up a couple points as he tried to go slick side and play conservative.
Crowd's starting to pile up on the just parameters of this board already. So we got a first finals game so far.
That one low on the board from Braden. He's in trouble.
You see a roll coming in here from Ethan, perfectly executed. Puts a lot of pressure on Braden to hit this collect here. Slick side down, going at it hard and gets all four of them. Wow, what a collect from Braden Wilson. Always giving us some great shots here, and we're going to definitely get that replay end for you.
Slick side coming across the board, hitting the pile perfectly.
Oh, man.
Getting it to go the rest of the way. What a shot from Braden Wilson there. I thought he was in trouble giving up 4 points easily. Saves the round. Nicely done.
Good get-around bag from Gabe.
I'm expecting this to be a slick side push right into that corner.
Brings it back into play. Cash does have a really mean collect here. Let's see if Gabe's going to lay a back block. He's going to choose to roll over top of it. Unable to.
Yeah, I'm with you. I would have liked a back block there instead of a roll attempt.
Cash going to go at it hard. Unable to hit that push.
I don't think anybody in the American Cornhole League says that's okay or I'm fine with that more than Cash Chamness.
And he's saying it all in his head.
Yeah.
I just love the chemistry between Braden and Cash.
If you want that shot, hit it. Let's go, he says.
Oh, honestly, that's fine. That's fine, right? He's going to keep saying it's fine, and that was a 6-on-6 wash. No harm, no foul on that one. Man, shout out to Cash's barber.
It was kind of funny. We were supposed to go to the baseball game the other day, and Rich and Cash couldn't make it. Yeah, he's got it right, 6-6 score there, but I think he typed it in early, so it says 12-9 on our screen. But either way, we were supposed to go to the baseball game the other day, and I was hoping to meet up with them beforehand, and I was going to get the
6-6 wash.
I was going to get the Cash Cham, the stars in my head as well. There we go. All right, so they got the scoreboard fixed. They had to go around back to get it. So let's go ahead and do I think we're in round 10. Could be round 11. Sure. I'm not sure. Either way, PPR check brought to you by Alpha Furnishing. 10.6 for Ethan Farias. Gabriel Clausen struggling with the 7-4. Speaking of struggling, Cash Chamness looking for his first four-bagger, throwing a 6-2. Braden, on the other hand, immaculate so far, an 11.2 for him.
Good couple of rolls there from Ethan and Braden. Honestly, that's not a bad bag at all.
Joe, you're silly, Joe. Get out of here with that nonsense.
Oh, that's actually a really good bag here. Might have pinned him a little bit I like an airmail
Yep.
here as well.
All day.
Ethan's going to try and pull that bag away from being pinned. He's got to hit it perfectly, though, and he cannot. Cash tells Braden to roll this bag. He's got to hit a very high roll, comes in, and he is unable to get it in, but it's a safe point. That's a lot better than an airmail opportunity there.
We've seen a few airmails now for Emacs going a little bit deep. I think he's trying to be a little bit too fine on these backside airmails. See if he adjusts going forward. Meanwhile, score is 6-4, round 12. Joe, now you're talking. Fenway is on my bucket list, but I don't think the Cardinals play the Red Sox this year.
Cash with a good bag. Kind of puts a little bit of pressure on Gabe to get around this bag. He's just going to go right through it. That bag's still much in play.
How are you?
What up? Oh my gosh, it's Ryan Trader. Came over here to say hello to me, dude. What a big moment in my life.
Looks like we had a dead spot on, I believe we had a dead spot on the fourth bag there and had a 2-point swing, and now it's
We're
tied 6-6. Had to dap up Ryan Trader real quick, so we didn't see that last bag, but
never turned down a dap up from Ryan Trader.
no.
Shout out to BJ Turner and Siva Bags. They are hooking us up with a well-wished text message. Wishing us a great day today, Brendan.
Thank you so
Appreciate that.
much. Appreciate it. Wish you a great weekend.
Cards played the Red Sox 2 weeks ago at Fenway. Well, why didn't I go to that then? That could have been fun. Were the Celtics still in the playoffs 2 weeks ago? I could have gone to a Celtics game and a Red Sox game. And I'm right there with you, Emacs. A little side rail, barely hits the board. You just kind of cover up your mouth and be like, what did I just do?
Oh, Braden does not like that.
I mean, even though you barely hit the board, you're still looking at a 3-3 here.
I like a block here. I like a nice little
Yeah.
like high roll, like cut kind of block.
You want to cover?
Pin the bags.
A little cover? Just
That's
like that?
exactly what I said, Wally. That's
heard it.
exactly what we're looking for.
I heard it. Gabriel talking some sense into him.
Braden lives for shots like this. You almost 95% of the time will see him shoot this.
Like, their timeouts are even fast. I can't even get my camera switched fast enough by the time he's got his decision and walks all the way back down.
I'm getting the replay button ready for this one, Wally. Braden's going to go up. He's going to grab it, but those bags were so pinned with the well-executed roll bag from.
Emacs says, nope, I'm just going to board it. And I think after you side rail one bag early in the round, you're perfectly fine escaping that round, only giving up 1 point. 7-6 on the scoreboard. Get the bags back to the right side. Give yourself about 10 seconds to regroup and reset. And then next time you get the bags in your hand, you'll be good to go.
What's up, Joe? Welcome to the chat. Cash is struggling a little bit this game. He's got to try and straighten it out a little bit. Doesn't quite get that bag into play quite yet. Still got a back right corner hanging on the danger red zone. Brain's encouraging him to stay middle. Cash is going to take his time to look at this one.
Says it's up to you. Now he says, hit it, let's go.
Cash is going to go up a little bit short. Stayed on. Not worst case scenario. But Gabe does come in, get himself 4 points, and we have another lead. No, we don't have another lead change.
10-7, 10-7.
Yes, we do have another lead change. Got a dirty set of back blocks. Good roll by Ethan there. Braden's going to step out a little bit. turning it down slick side, gonna go hard at it. Does pull his bag. That was a great collect from Braden. Ethan is just a little bit right. Yeah, Cash is Cash is telling him to shoot it. He wasn't so sure about it at first, but Braden going to go up for it, and that bag was just a little pinned. Cash could not believe it, but still gets 2 points off of it. And those bags just are not getting the drip today.
No drip. I mean, we saw that in the seniors division too, so kind of keep an eye on that.
Yep.
Every board kind of plays a little bit differently. Cash electing to just go slick side on the first bag. How about that?
See if he's going to attempt a back block here. Gets around it. Bag stays on.
Quick update in the women's. 12-1 on the loser bracket final. Rosie Streaker and Sam Finley over Sarah Cassie and Elizabeth Tennyson. Winner gets Riley Schaff and Caitlin Alshouse. In the B bracket, they're going to game number 2. Lori Dool and Miranda Coy finish off Cameron and Kaylee 24-9. In game 2, it's 4-2. Cameron and Kaylee in the lead. That one's still early.
Oh. Cash can't believe it. Let's see if Gabe's going to have another 4-point swing, and he sure does. Morgan Blonde says D1 Yapper, doing a great job. I told everybody in the chat earlier I speak fluent Japanese, and I do like my role as a D1 Yapper play-by-play.
Seen Morgan stepping up her social game. She's ready to take it serious after college, I assume.
Hope that's going well for her. Excited to see the whole Adrian group back at Worlds.
You see Braden kind of hyping him up. Of course, he's awful. Well, he's got a better angle there, but he's just offering him a bunch of words of encouragement.
He's always good with that. Shout out Noah Harris in the chat.
A little bit of a leaner there for Emax.
Good bag by Braden, not to touch that Emax bag at all. Tickles it a little bit. Let's see if Braden can go in clean, and he does. Gives himself 2 more points. Cash likes what he sees. He's going to give himself a little 2 more points, narrowing that deficit a little bit.
Autumn in the chat as well. Welcome in. Autumn Morgan is focused on singing, too. Is she a singer?
She's been doing some national anthems here and there from what I've seen.
Dude, she's not going to get away next time we see her. She's doing that national anthem for us.
Do they do a national anthem at Worlds?
I think we did a couple times, if not every day. Can't remember. Those were long days.
Wow, that was a dirty roll.
Slick side down here from Cash.
Good bag from Cash to stay middle, especially with that slick side. Could get away from some players. Cash is going to go up. Again, no drip, but that bag is still very much able to be fallen. Let's see if Gabe's going to go hard, slick side at it to collect them all, unable to get it. Does look like Cash is kind of bringing that that lead back in. We're going to take a look at that replay from that last round. Let's see that cut around bag. Oh, well, so much for that. But whatever.
Quick shot at it. Quick shot at that cut around.
Yeah, you guys got to be
That's how
quick.
fast it went in.
Yep.
Speaking of how fast it changes, Cash and Braden after that timeout getting right back into this one.
Perfect back block from Emac. Braden's getting into the music, getting himself hyped up.
Morgan says if they do the national anthem at Worlds, I would be all for it. There you go. Alicia, if you're still in the chat, book it. Morgan Blonde will be there to do the national anthem. Her and Autumn Bushman will be singing it. Just volunteered Autumn. Hope she's okay with it.
Ooh, let's see if we're going to see. Okay, we're going to get a timeout here. I'm assuming there's a rodeo opportunity here.
I'll say Braden calling for the airmail. It's not even his shot. It's going to be a hard rodeo because that bag is sitting on the right side of the other one that he's trying to grab. So I don't mind a slick side step out, but it's still going to be a difficult shot. I'm probably just going to try and go airmail clean here.
He does try and rodeo it. Tries a short side airmail it, but Cash gets another 2 points, and we have another lead change deep into this game. Every single game in this broadcast so far, besides one, have been a 1 or 2 point swing late in the game like this. A little side-by-side action. Cash is going to step out, slick side, pulls all three of them in. Great bag from Cash.
Melvin Jackson in the building. Might get to see a little Espen this weekend.
Said hi to Espen when I came in. He's been killing the baseball game lately.
So I'm getting into some preaching too, man. He's
a stud.
Multi-talented kid, man. Great
Wise
kid.
beyond his age.
This is he wants the block. I think Cash was geared up for the roll already.
Looks like we're going to see that's a decent block, but there is some space in between the bags here for a rodeo opportunity. Gabe coming in with the, and that's a wash. These bags are not falling in the hole.
Everything getting hung up on the red zone today. It's crazy.
Gabe goes, what are you going to do?
You got to give credit to Braden Wilson, though. Every single time that he has coached Cash, Cash has immediately responded with exactly what he asked for. Putting the blocks in the perfect place.
Oh, that bag is a little bit off to the right side. If Braden could stay middle, perfect block on that second bag. He has great bag positioning so far.
Noah says, join for Wally, ended up with Big Bird. It happens, man. It happens.
Braden's going to look.
Should I roll it? No, you've been hitting all your airmails. What are you doing? Go back to hitting an airmail. He's going for the roll, and he's going to miss too far to the right, but luckily the bag on the red zone falls. I don't know. I'm shooting that airmail if I'm him.
Oh, that hard push is not what you want to see here. And now Braden has an opportunity to win the game if he wants to shoot the airmail.
Actually, I think he's going for the block. He's already looking at an 8-on-2 on the board. I'm personally blocking here and forcing Emax to shoot the airmail. If Emax goes off the board, that's your 6 points you need to win. The question is, can he get that block down?
And he's going to go backside, trying to drag it.
He doesn't even look like he wanted to shoot that bag right there. He's shaking his head right after it. And now you give Emax an opportunity to push in and maybe get two. The worst case scenario, wash it out, and he got lucky. 7-on-3. That was a crazy round. I think Braden got away with one.
Cash firing him up. He was, Braden definitely was regretting that decision. He wanted to roll that bag. Cash's bag just a little bit in Gabe's way, but Gabe gets around it with ease. Oh, Cash with a couple bags off, a little bit out of his reach there, and a perfect pin bag from Gabe. Cash with a great bag to get around that. Gabe slick side hard at it. That bag is still going to be moving as soon as that bag hits the board.
Again, Braden telling him exactly where to put it.
That's a good bag.
Make him hit the shot, he said. He's got an opportunity. If he can collect them both for 6.
He's going up. Hits the rodeo and grabs all of those bags for a massive 4-point swing.
Gabriel Clausen, no expression on his face, but getting it down 19-18.
Wow, that was a crazy shot. We're going to take a look at that one again. Oh, that's not what I wanted.
Did you hit this button?
Yeah, I hit that button.
That changes your replay. This is the speed one here. It's confusing because he's got the speed right above. That's all right. That's not on you. That's not on you. We're putting that one on Corey.
This game has been the dirtiest game that we've had so far on the broadcast court. Great bag from Ethan there. Oh, man, Braden does not like that at all. See if Ethan's going to try and back block here. Oh, he tries to get around it. Braden has got to be in with this bag. At least one of these bags have to go in here. Let's go slick side down and collects them both for the wash.
All right, let's do that replay again. Hit play replay and see if we got it. We're gonna give you a second shot at this one. There it is. There's the airmail. Gets the 3-for-1 trade on that one. Get him a 19-18. Nicely done.
It was a great shot. In such a clutch situation, too.
Good block. Good back block. Bag number 3 in the round. Rolled over.
Oh.
This is interesting. Try and roll this one. Hit it. Let's go. Shark bait right on top of the pile.
Oh, and that bag's off the board. Gabe's very frustrated right now. Let's see if Cash is going to go up backside. Oh, my God. We get a banana peel. Getting real slippery with it. Gabe's got to be in. Hits the airmail. One of these bags have to be in, and that's going to secure the game if he can. And he goes off the board. And that is a 7-on-7 wash.
What a round.
Oh, what a round. Oh, my gosh. I don't even know what to clip for a replay for that round. There was so much action going on there, Wally.
This back and forth opportunities. 19-18. The score remains entering round 25. Perfect banana peel by Cash. Then an easy push with the bumper on the right. Off the back of the board. He is indeed, Austin, one of us.
That bag is out of play for sure from Ethan. So all Braden has to do is finish this up, and they're going to take down this game. Braden's third bag is in. Ethan's got last hope and a prayer that Braden misses here. And Braden ends up knocking it down. Cash and Braden take down. I believe that is the finals. And we have a lot more action coming in. Congratulations to Braden Wilson and Cash Chamness. They have been on a roll. And that is game one. We actually have a second game coming up. And
looks like I thought they were going to go down and back for a second because they took a little walk down the other end. But it looks like they're actually just going to get right into it. I don't know if we're going to get an official hop on the court or not. I know Michael Gonzalez is over here. They gave me the tease, man. They teased the timeout like they're going to go down and back again. And then they elect to stay there.
I'm fine with that. This game definitely had me on the edge of my seat.
Okay. All right, we got an official on the court for this one here. Mish here. Yeah, game 2. Oh, he's going to wait. Never mind. He's going to wait for the next one. What up, Mish?
We weren't sure who was in King's seat.
I was sure. I just thought they were taking a timeout. They went down to dap it up mid-game. I guess I respect that, you know.
Game 2, winner of this game wins the bracket.
Oh, and there's some awkward knuckles. Tony says, I called 21-18. All right, here we go. Game 2, chat, though. What do you guys say? Who's taking this one down? This is game 2. This is to figure out who's going to make broadcast.
Final 2 teams make broadcasts for this one, right, Wally?
Yeah, so the winner of this match and then the winner of our next match, which will be Sammy and Ryan. The K9 curse continues, though. Game 2, right off the bat.
Ooh.
Update in the women's bracket. We got Lori Dula Miranda Coy in the lead 20-17 in Game 2 over Cameron Belvin and Kaylee Hunter. Rosie Streaker and Sam Finley make it back to the finals. They are down 2-0 to Riley Schaff and Caitlin Alshouse. In the seniors division, Frank Modlin and Damon Dennis up 12-8 over Donald Cupp and Dan Schulten. That's in the B bracket. In the A bracket, Steve Schrader and Jerry Lockwood up 5-0 over Andy Phillips and Ricky Duffy. score yet. Oh, what a
wow,
shot
what
there
a
from
bully
Gabe.
bag from Gabe. But Cash brings that back into play. That bag really wasn't that far out of the play, but the bag's still moving. Gabe's in for 10. Cash going to step out a little bit, slick side down. No drip. Get another wash.
They hit the wrong side of the board there on that one.
We just saw Jake and Michelle walk into the building.
Yeah, Jake looking like Limp Bizkit today. Little attitude he's bringing to court one here in a second.
Yeah, his beard's a little bit scruffy today, too.
Oh, man, he needs a guy.
At least he'd grow one.
You see Ryan Trader sitting on his Zuko off to the right side of the screen. He's waiting, chomping at the bit to get over here on the court. Push or roll. Cash says roll. What are you looking at? This is roll all day. Boom. Right on cue.
Perfect set of rolls from Braden. Ethan with a fantastic collect. Braden's going to try and step out. And he cannot collect it. Ethan, wow, what a way to take advantage of that opportunity to bring his bag back into play. That was a great collect off the top of Braden's bag. Good roll from Gabe. Airmail just a little bit short off of Gabe's bag from Cash. Cash is just committing to the airmails, misses another one.
That was
This
short.
could be a huge swing. Gabe drills the airmail, and he is on fire.
Cash is like, what did I get myself into?
It's currently sitting 12-on-1 on the board here, Wally. Slick side coming through in Cash. That is a big 8 spot. When you commit to the airmails like that, that's what gets risky.
Yeah, I mean, you live and die by them sometimes, and you feel confident that you're going to hit them. And the next thing you know, you're looking at the round. He turned around and looked at the scoreboard and was like, oh, my gosh, I'm in trouble. 10-0 start, though. The good news is you got Braden Wilson on the other end. If things fall apart any further, you can call a timeout and get more hype conversations from Braden Wilson to get back into it.
Braden just hyped himself up a little bit. He saw that opportunity to get around this bag. Let's see if he can take advantage of it. That's a good bag. Ethan going to go slick side down the middle. What a collect to keep that bag still standing up there for Braden. And we got a rare social. Not too many socials have been happening so far in this series.
It has been a lot messier than the previous games, that's for sure. All right, not out of it yet, though. Got a rebound here if you're Cash, and right away, Gabe is like, hey, let's go back to that airmail thing you were trying a second ago. One of my favorite things to watch when I come to these cornhole tournaments is whenever the security guards come over and start getting a glance at these youngsters throw, and they're kind of like, oh, wow, that's pretty amazing.
Oh, Gabe had a couple opportunities there to hit some rodeos early on in the last game. Was unable to connect with that one.
Cash's push is off to the right again, and there's a perfect roll. Look at 9-on-3.
Cash has got to push into this and minimize the damage and only give up 1 point here. Slick side coming in, and he does get it that time, and hyped up a little bit on that one.
He said, I finally hit one, he says. He's back. Ryan Trader warming up in the background there with Owen Crick, getting ready for his next match.
Also see Zane Krotz and Jaden Ellis throwing him down and back over there.
All right, so we have our first finalist in the women's bracket. Congratulations to Cameron Belvin and Kaylee Hunter. We'll find out who their next opponent will be. Riley Schaff and Caitlin Allishouse up 9-6 right now over Rosie and Sam. That's still in game 1.
Ethan unable to clean up on the 4-bagger here. Braden has an opportunity to even the tides a little bit. Woo.
I thought that was going to be hung up on the right. What we've been seeing so far today, a lot of bags getting hung up on the edge of the red zone, not falling in. That one does drip in to keep the score at 11-0. Blockers low.
Gabe with a perfect roll bag.
The good news is for Cash on that low blocker, he's got 3 bags to move it up the board. Bully attempt there from Gabriel. He kind of got it.
Cash with a nice roll pin kind of thing, but let's see if Gabe's going to go hard slick side at this. He's going to get soapy with it. He couldn't quite get a bar of soap action on that one, but does get the good collect as is. Cash with no love on the drip once again, trying to push that bag around. They got to come up with something here. Maybe we'll see a timeout from Braden. He's going to take a second at least.
Cash needed 5 bags.
Yep, there's the timeout.
Here's the timeout we're talking about.
Very, very common theme that we see of these young guys trying to slow the pace down. Braden and Cash just have that dynamic that they know that they're not out of this game no matter what happens. So it's crazy watching all these kids carry themselves the way they did. I definitely was not acting the way that they were at my age. I was very immature, and it just speaks volumes to their parents and how they raised them.
Dude, I was eating my boogers at this age. What are you talking about?
You don't still do that?
It's like 3 years ago I quit.
Nice source of minerals, Wally. Let's see if the timeout ended up helping a little bit.
Last time the timeout worked, they went on a run, forced game number 2, and here's an opportunity going into bag number 8 in the round.
Braden and Cash get on the board. Timeout's working.
This game's not over till it's over, he says. That sounds like A.J. Sims channeling through Braden Wilson, doesn't it?
Jake Brandon in the chat.
Oh, hey, buddy. How's it going?
Ooh, nice
Scott,
deep
no,
roll.
that is incorrect. If Gabe and Ethan win this one, it's over. Gabe and Ethan will win. They had the king seat.
Good finish from Gabe. Picks up another 2 points. 15-2 there in a commanding position right now in this game number 2. We're only in round 12. Did we get a PPR check in this game yet, Wally?
I don't think we're done on the second one. I'll get you here in just a second. After this round, we'll give you a round. What would that be, 13? Round 12 PPR check?
Yep, something like that. It's hard for me to see on my monitor over here.
That little thing? You can't see on that? Come on.
I got 20/20 vision, man, but
It
not
is
right now.
2025, you're right.
Great bag from Braden. Ethan's going to go hard slick side, try and bump off of his bag. Bullies it out of the way a little bit. Braden's going to stay middle, try and cut around it. Beautifully executed. Keeps the bags from bunching, and we got another wash.
And I think that's the thing right now that's impressing me for these juniors is that their decision-making goes right along with their throwing skill. Did I take away the PPR? I did. All right, my bad. Wrong button. All right, there's a PPR check brought to you by Alpha Furnishing. This game a lot better. Gabriel Clausen leading the way with an 11.17. Emax throwing a 10. Braden Wilson there a 10 as well. And Cash Chamness trying to get into double digits. He's at a 9 right now. Opportunity to score a point here, but PPR is going to go down.
Good bag from Cash. Get around that. Big pile up over there. Ooh, and Gabe misses a couple airmails.
Hey, no problem, Scott. Yeah, so basically the way it works is everyone plays on the winner side. You lose one game, you head over to the loser's bracket. You lose 2 games, you're eliminated. So with that being said, if you're on the winner side, you have to lose one to send you to the loser's bracket, and then you lose another one to be eliminated from the tournament. There are some formats that play 2 out of 3 in the championship match. I'm not a big fan of that. Because technically when it's all said and done, you could lose 2 and your opponent could lose 2 and be all knotted up. My bag is on slick side. That's coming back.
Oh. It's not a guaranteed push for Braden on that side. He absolutely has to have this push here, Wally. And he does. Nice collect from Braden. Ethan's going to end up picking up 2 points. They are just killing him with 2s right now. 17-4. Gabe and Ethan are 4 points away from a junior singles or junior doubles title here in Fort Worth, Texas.
Well, bracket final. They got to
bracket
finish
final,
off
sorry.
tomorrow. Yeah, but either way, they're very much improved at this game compared to the first one. I talked about the decision making. You saw it there at the end. Emax turned over and went slick side on that final bag just to make sure it goes all the way into the hole. That slick side misses the collect, and again, Cash with an opportunity. Nice cut.
Oh, great
There it
collect
is.
from Gabe. He's like, why couldn't I have done that the first time? Cash is going to stay a little bit more reserved here. He's going to stay middle. And he's just going to go in and take his point. 1 point's better than no points. 17-5. Perfect first bag from Braden. He loves it. Braden just misses that roll a little bit off to the left. Ethan tries to slick side collect both those bags. Bounces a little bit off of it. Ooh. Decision time.
His decision is to go slick side and uses a bumper.
Ooh.
Too far.
Let's see if Braden takes a look at the monitor, goes slick side hard at it, and is able to grab that bag from under his own. And Ethan was able to go in and cash his bag, or Braden's bag. Couldn't quite make it all the way.
Yeah, we're going to have to keep an eye on how many bags we've had hung up on the red zone today. I mean, I think we're pushing probably somewhere in the 30 or 50 range.
It's definitely been crazy so far. And this is only day one. You'd assume that the boards are going to get a little bit more stickier as the weekend moves on.
Dolores says,
Oh, and Cash puts his bag off the board.
hold on, Dolores.
Not quite completely out of the picture here. Calling for a roll. Cash pushes it up. This is going to have to take a lot of pressure. Gabe's probably going to... Oh, Gabe goes backside and drills it right through. Cash has to push all these bags up here. Currently sitting 4-2.
Cash did not like this push, but Braden says you're going to have to push us. because he's going to hit it for the win. That's a lot of pressure now on Cash. He's got to hit this push.
Oh my gosh.
Gets all of them to go.
Get the heck out of here, Cash. Chamness. What a phenomenal push from Cash on that. That was actually incredible. We're going to take a look at that once again.
Huge rocket.
Wow, that was incredible, Cash.
What an accurate shot. He's got a smile on his face now. Both players with the bag on the edge of the red zone here to start the round. Nothing in yet until right there.
That was such a clutch shot to keep them in this game, but they do have very little room for error as they are on their final point. They cannot give up another point.
Cash is like, I know I got my top 10 highlight shot already. I'm good.
Amen. Oh, Braden's bag hangs up.
20-5 missed opportunity to get first throw there for Cash and have it for the rest of the game. Kind of feel like Gabriel was going for a blocker there, but it ends up going in the red zone and falling in the rest of the way. Now it looks like he's just running.
Gabe's got a lot of room to work with. He can kind of craft any shot that he wants to at the second. That was a crazy, crazy high roll around Cash's bag there, but Cash has got to be in here, and he is in. There is a social.
Well, double four bagger to keep the game going. That's going to be round 20 coming up now, so if they finish this off, we'll give you another Alpha Furnishing PPR check. I think I have a discount code, K9 Unit, if you guys do go to alphafurnishing.com. And if you buy it during the PPR check, you get $1 million off.
Sounds like a steal to me.
It's not true, though. Subtitles, not true. Blah, 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 blah. Insert lawyer voice there. Uh-oh. I like a roll here. Leave that mess in front for Braden to clean up.
Oh, that's a great bag.
Now here's the crazy thing is Braden can't really afford to have an airmail off the back.
Oh, okay. Emac's going to definitely, he's going to bang this shot.
Yeah.
This is ultimately for the win if he hits this shot. And he's off the board. He does have to be in no matter what. Braden's going to go up, drills it. Clutch shot from Braden Wilson.
And another deep airmail there from Emacs. Had a chance to finish it off. Instead, Braden hits his. And now Cash and Braden will have first throw for the rest of the game.
How about these last couple rounds here? We had a couple clutch shots. We had that 3-bag collect to stay in the game from Cash, and then the airmail backside from Braden to stay in the game. Cash likes the side-by-side that he has on the board right now. Gabe tries to lay a back block. Cash is going to take a second. Cash is going to go slick side and doesn't get it quite to where he wants, but he's not all right. He's not mad about that. All right, Cash is going to have to go slick side down, hard at it. He gets one, but those bags are sitting real pretty right here. Gabe is going to have to take a look at this.
I mean,
his best spots to lay up.
There might be a coin slot there, but with both those bags on slick side from Cash, I'm just going. Oh, he's going slick side.
Oh, he's going to go slick side. Oh, and he does not get what he's looking for, but it's all right. It's fine. He says, we're giving up 2 points here. That's
why we got big leads, so we can give them back.
Yep.
All right, let's get you guys that round 21 PPR check. Again, brought to you by alphafurnishing.com. 9.7 for Emacs. Clausen with a 10.18. Braden Wilson a 9.6. And Cash Chamness with a 9.18. Winding things down here in game number 2. Again, our next match will be Sammy Soto and Ryan Trader taking on Tony Forbes and Zane Kratz.
Good back block. Emac likes what he sees on the board there. Braden's going to take a look at it. He's going to have to take a timeout here. This is decision time. This is crunch time if you're Braden Wilson. The pressure that these kids have to make these shots this late in the game, especially after these last two clutches, it takes a toll on the mental, Wally.
And again, just a real quick decision from Braden and Cash, so they're not going to waste too much time on it. They know what they want to do. Staying sticky side in hand. Uh-oh.
Sits on top.
Gabriel says soap it for the win. Come on.
Oh, knocks them both in and gives Braden 2 more points. I don't think he got as much on that as he wanted to. I don't think he shot it as hard as he needed to.
He had to be really clean. And I think I would have liked to step out if he was going to go after it. Instead, he hits the pile. But, I mean, again, you get a big lead. You could have tried to afford some risky shots like that. 20-10. No harm just yet.
Currently have a 5-point swing right now going in favor of Cash and Braden.
How about this with Braden and Cash? So they're back against the wall.
Cash loves that bag.
They've been sitting on 20 since round 17.
Crowd's starting to really pile up here. Oh, backside. Gabe does drag Cash's bag, but great shot.
No hesitation. Cash says airmail. The short again.
Oh, and Cash's bag is off the board. And
on.
all Gabe has to do is put it on the board, and he's going to go in, and that is going to do it. Gabe Clausen and Ethan Farias.
At Camping World. Almonds like this, ranch flavor, cashews like that, buffalo flavor. This plus that is flavor harmony. Do all the nuts, and do all the flavor.
Kubota Orange Days delivers the savings you need for the life you love. Shop a wide selection of equipment at your local dealer, including America's #1 selling compact tractor. And get your perfect match delivered to your door. Designed for comfort and built for performance. Now through June 30th, get 0 down, 0% APR for 84 months or up to $3,000 off select compact tractors. Sales ending soon. Find your nearest dealer at KubotaOrangeDays.com.
We've got a tender navy bean nestled in a brown sugar sauce with a smoky hint of bacon.
We're gonna need like a zillion of those.
1 zillion it is.
All right, guys, welcome back to the action. We got Tony Forbes, Zane Krotz, Sammy Soto, and Ryan Trader on the boards. We're getting ready for some cornhole action here. If you guys are just joining us, we are live on all the social media, ACL social media right now. 2025 ACL Signature 4 in Fort Worth, Texas. Glad to have you guys alongside. My name is Brendan Seachuk, and we are with Wally Kassler.
Yeah, you see them getting ready on the ESPN court. That means single action's going to start here in a couple hours as we wind things down here in the juniors division, trying to figure out who's going to join Emax and Gabriel on the broadcast tomorrow. And then after this, we have our women's final ready to go. Riley Schaff and Caitlin Alshouse will take on Cameron Belvin and Kaylee Hunter. That will be our next match. We'll see if this will go to one game or two. Currently, we have Frank Mullen and Damon Dennis also punching their ticket to TV tomorrow. And then Steve Schrader and Jerry Lockwood in the lead, 18-4 over Andy Phillips and Ricky Duffy.
These are live bags for these players. Sammy tried to cut around. It wasn't too impressed with that one. And Zane is able to pick up 4 on this first round.
Do have an official on the court here, keeping track of everything, making sure we are good to go.
Sammy Soto and Ryan Trader are currently in the king seat. They beat Jackson and Jacob Gore to move on to there. Zane Krotz and Tony Forbes made their way from the losers bracket, beating Chase White and Jace Fleischer, and also Jackson and Jacob Gore. So they had a couple tough games there, a couple Michiganders and Chase White and Jace Fleischer. That game was really close, 21-18, and that was a 14-round game. Good get around there from Tony. Ryan's going to come in slick side's able to get them both for the wash. Got our first social.
First of many, I have a feeling. I'm going to say 5 socials today in this matchup here. In game 1, chat. You taking the over or the under on 5 socials?
I'm gonna go even. I think we're going to have exactly 5. You got to set the line at either 5.5.
Nah, I got to get the bets in there, you know?
Yeah. Oh, tries to get it slick side.
Bag selections, we have Brotherhood Guardian X's in the hands of Zane and Tony. And then Sammy and Ryan are throwing the Wizard L's.
Got quite the pile up of Brotherhood bags in front of the hole. Let's see what Sammy decides to do with that one. Deep roll, pins all 2 of those bags on the left-hand side. Zane's going to go hard at it. Slick side gets one of them, but trades the bag off to the right. We're going to see a timeout early. I'd go hard slick side at this pile, especially where he's sitting over there. Try and see if he can pull that bag off of Zane's.
He's got bumpers. They can throw it really hard if he wants to.
Yep. He's got to get a lot of revs on this bag. He's got slow side in his hand here. We're going to see him go up. Oh, and he grabs it. He banana peels it off top. What a shot from Sammy Soto.
Knew exactly what he wanted to do. Hits it perfectly. Didn't need much time on that timeout. Nicely done there by Sammy Soto.
As we see, what a shot. Great shot.
What up, Mish? That was my cat impression. 4-4, round 4. Trying to figure out who will be the final 4. Look at these pops. Perfect landing spots on the ACL logo and just getting great bounce.
Ryan with a perfect roll drag.
We call that a relect.
We got another 10-10 wash.
Take a look at that vendor alley over there if you guys want to go pick up your Brotherhood Guardian X's or your BG Wizard L's. They're right next to each other. You don't have to walk too far. Pick up one of each, why don't you? Blocker from Sammy.
Zane's roll is a little bit far out of the play there.
Dan going over 5 double 4-baggers for sure, he says.
Ooh, that pop. They're getting a lot of pop on these bags so far.
Sammy was confused on that one, but it ends up being a perfect blocker.
See if Zane's going to try and go after this bag here. Just leave it be. I think he's going to go up for it. He's going to shoot it. Oh, and that is a huge, huge blow up there. That was a 6 spot coming in, and we got a 10-4 ball game.
Yeah, definitely not how he drew that one up. He wanted it. Just ends up going a little bit too deep and ends up taking himself off the back. Unfortunate break for Zane. So again, an accidental block there from Sammy Soto sets up that situation. I love a good accidental block.
See if Tony can put a couple points in play here with the bag off to the left. He's got a perfect bumper. And he does. 10-6. Crowds definitely start to fill in around these boards. Zane is just not hitting the rolls. He's not hitting his landing spot. Perfect executed back block from Zane. Sammy's got a decision to make here. Is he going to try and airmail it clean, or is he going to try and go for the rodeo? He's going to go up and he's going to hit it clean. Zane's going to try and roll over top. Does hit the roll that he was looking for a couple bags ago. Lets the decision.
He says, do you think I can get them both if I shoot it? Probably not.
Yeah, it's tough. Definitely tough from our
Sammy's
angle.
initial reaction was he wanted to cut this in with a roll. He looks like he ends up going airmail instead. Just too much conversation on that, in my opinion.
Yeah.
The original shot was roll, collect, get 2 points, move on. And then he tried to get a little greedy in his mind to get 4. Ends up giving up points instead. Now we're looking at 10-9.
Ryan with a good slick side collect. I'm sure it happens all the time.
Oh, yeah. Mason Alex Hicks had a decent run today. Ran into the Gores. Lost 21-17. Sent them over to the losers bracket. Then ultimately eliminated by Chase White and Jace Fleischer. Again, going right back to the block from Sammy. Sammy fresh off a doubles championship with Gavin Cano at Colorado last couple weeks ago.
Man, Zane is just not hitting his landing spot. Meanwhile, Sammy is definitely putting a lot of pressure on him here. Looks like we're going to see a timeout from Zane.
That was a little bit too close. Not what I want to do. I think they saw themselves on TV, so now we have to get them on TV.
Yep. That is Tony's
code.
family.
Jimmy Frazier clearly not asking us if this is the championship match either. He's sitting there watching.
It's a decent roll. Ryan's calling for the push. Does bunch up the hole a little bit. You almost would think that Zane's going to try and go up for this. Big shot here for Zane. Zane's going to try and go backside, and it bounces off. Got an 8 on 3. That's a 5 spot.
Zane's airmail just not clean enough so far this game. A little bit too deep, and it keeps landing on his bags instead of dragging them.
Sammy and Ryan are 4 points away from making it to ESPN on Sunday for Saturday for the pro doubles.
Yeah, it's weird. I keep on getting confused myself. Not used to flying out on Sunday. My whole week next week is going to be messed up.
Crazy. Because if the normal opens, it would be on Sunday, right?
Yeah, I usually fly home on Monday,
Yeah.
Signatures, though. Signatures. We got to get one of these bags in the hole. Oh, now he's got to get them both in the holes. That one's off the back. Got a little bit of help there from Ryan.
Tony's got to be in here. And that's going to do it. That's going to clean up the game. Sammy Soto and Ryan Trader move on to tomorrow night. As for Tony and Zane, they're going to have to make their way back there another time. All right, guys, welcome back. We got a live look at Bag Vendor Alley over here. We're at ACL. If you guys are looking to grab some bags, there are plenty of different bag vendors out here around the venue. Go up, ask them questions. All of them got some great advice for you. If you need to pick up a Zuka, there's a Zuka tent right over on the long side of the pole back there. Got a lot of different bag vendors. We got Dragon Bags, BG. Wally's got the rest of them. Girls Throw 2's definitely over there.
Yeah. Go over there and give me some Dragon Bags actually here in a second. They got the new Whataburger design out.
I want to try that while I'm out here.
Dragon Bags?
No, Whataburger.
I suggest you try Dragon Bags too.
Well, there you go.
Do them both.
Yep.
All right, looks like the match has finally been assigned. So I see Riley making her way over here to the court. Let's get at it, man. Our first finals of the evening here. Women's finals, if you're just tuning in, juniors and seniors will be played out tomorrow. It will be for the juniors division, Sammy Soto and Ryan Trader taking on Ethan Farias and Gabriel Clausen. The seniors division will be Steve Schrader and Jerry Lockwood taking on Frank Modlin and Damon Dennis. Riley and Caitlin took down the A bracket to get to this point. They had a bye the first round, then defeated Allison Springer and Katie Bartell. Upset the number 1 seed Rosie Streaker and Sam Finley, and then defeated Sarah Cassidy and Elizabeth Tennyson to earn the queen seat. Ultimately defeating Rosie Streaker and Sam Finley in the finals. In the B bracket, Cameron Belvin and Kaylee Hunter came in as your 4 seed. Defeated Cheyenne Bubenheim and Gina Ramirez 24-13 in the first match, and then Katie Matthews and Peyton Haynes to get to the queen seat. Lori Doolin and Miranda Coy won the first game, but Kaylee Hunter and Cameron Belvin defeated them 21-20 in game number 2 to take down that championship. I'm good for now, thank you. Oh. All right, still waiting for the other 2 to make their way here to the court. See my guy Sam Martinez there setting up some cameras in the background. Chat, this gives us a good time to catch up with you guys. How are you guys doing today? How many of you guys are looking forward to watching singles action later today? And have any of you guys made any DraftKings bets and placed some money on some singles players? Because I will try and get them over here on the live feeds for you guys so you can kind of stay up to date on who's winning, who's losing. Cameron lining up on the left-hand side to throw against Riley. Kaylee will be on the right against Caitlin. Tony says, who are my picks today in singles? Oh, man, I just sent them a little bit ago. Let me see if I can find them real quick. Shouldn't be too hard. I just have to remember which one of my 135 apps I have. Where is it? Oh, yeah, Corey wanted us to throw them in a certain spot. Here we go. All right, my picks for singles, I have Ethan Walker, Tony Smith, Austin Wasco, and Jake Trzynski for my singles picks. My doubles picks, I got Jeremiah and Devin, Mark and Tony, Gavin and Sammy, and then Ruben and Trader. Brendan, you got your picks?
I'm winning it all today.
He's winning everything, he says.
I'm taking it all.
Scott, yeah, DraftKings. Depending on what state you're in, of course. Stephanie checking in, says, let's go, Caitlin. Stephanie, I'm proud of myself. Ever since you corrected us in Colorado, I've nailed Wasco every single time. Every single time, I've nailed it.
If you guys are just joining us, Cameron Belvin and Kaylee Hunter have the king seat. Riley Schaff, or wait, actually no, this is the overall final. There's no double dip on this one.
No double dip, one and done.
So I had to take a second to pull up the bracket there. I was trying to work on my color commentary a little bit. I'm going to stick to play-by-play. I'm going to speak to Japanese.
Okay, let's do it. R.I.P. to the actor who played Chucky. Yeah, I know that guy.
I know that guy, too. Facebook's going to start recommending all my posts, you know.
Mm-hmm.
That's how that works.
They're finishing their down and backs here. Let's see if we can get a look at what bags are throwing.
I think Riley and Caitlin are throwing Kingslayers.
Looks like Rippers on the other side. And Michael gets confirmation that they're starting things off over here on the left-hand side. He's going to walk over to the left and get ready. There's the spin. Here we go. Kaylee get a new arm tattoo? She always had that arm tattoo. I don't think I've ever noticed it. I'm not up to date on all the tattoos in the cornhole world.
Got a nice social to start it off. It's always good to start off a nice social.
It is always good to start off with a social. I've been telling people that.
All right, I'm putting the line at 23 and a half rounds.
That's a lot of rounds.
It is.
They've been sitting for a little bit. I'm going to go with the under. Taking the
All
under
right.
on the 23 and a half.
All right, chat, we want the predictions here. If you didn't quite get some DraftKings bets in, but you want to put a little side bet on this game, over-under, I'm setting the line at 23 and a half rounds. Let's see the predictions. See a pair of bags on the backside of the hole. Kaylee's going to drill the airmail. Caitlin slick side down, wasn't able to get. Kaylee's going to drill another airmail, and this could be dangerous, but she gets to collect and gives up 2 points. That was 9 on 7. Kaylee Hunter picks up the first 2 points of this women final.
Okay, there you go. I don't know why the scoreboard didn't change right off the bat, but there we got it.
See a bag off to the left from Riley. Cameron picks up another 2 points.
Speaking of Austin, there he is, front row, sitting next to my guy, Quinn Reeves. They're buddies. Putting on the headphones, getting geared up for some singles action later.
Oh, great get around bag from Caitlin.
Oh, my camera is just going out of control right now. It's crazy pills, man.
Kaylee's in for 10, and Caitlin leaves her last bag short. That's going to be another 2 points. 2.
I was looking at my guy, Brandon Thompson, hooked us up with some Rangers tickets the other day. And put on a pretty good invitational tournament last night at his house. It's good times. 2 them to death, though, 6-0. Again, this is the overall women's finals.
Riley hops right over that. Cameron with a side-by-side. Fourth bag from Riley is going to be put on the board. Smart to take her 2 points. I honestly like the crowd turnout here for the women's finals. I feel like there's more people gathered on the board than there were for the last 2 Final Four games.
Yeah, not exactly sure why the women's division doesn't really get much love as far as the crowd goes, but it's good to see them all kind of show up here for this one.
Absolutely. Good back block there from Caitlin. See what Kaylee's going to do. You can almost assume she's going to hit another airmail. She's been
Clean.
money with her airmails. That was nothing but net. Caitlin also with another airmail. Oh, Kaylee did not get all of that one.
One's on you. You gave her a compliment. You know what? You know what happens when we give them compliments.
Caitlin's going to go try and backside. Does drag Kaylee's in.
This is what, in for 1?
Yep. Oh, nice airmail from Kaylee Hunter. 3 straight airmails. There was 5 airmails in that round.
I could have hit 7.
Yeah, I mean, that's why we're over here.
Yeah.
We're gonna let them.
It's not fair.
We're gonna have to coach them up after this, Wally.
All right, so Cameron gets first throw with the 7-2 lead there. Little teaser, red zone bag. Well, Brendan, we're winding down your commentary part of the day. When do you start throwing bags today?
I don't know. I think I might need a nap first, but I don't want to pay for an Uber to go all the way back to the Airbnb first. Our flight got delayed a little bit, so I didn't quite get in at the time that I thought I would. But you know what? We're going to make the most of it.
You play anything today? Just sit and goes?
I thought about playing the blind draw. I haven't heard any sit and go announcements yet, but I'm always keen to play some sit and goes, Wally.
Sit and goes are great.
It's cheaper gambling than going to the casino or betting on cornhole on DraftKings. Currently got a 7-4 game. Looks like we had a 2-point swing there from Riley last round. Oh, Caitlin with a pair of bags out of reach almost. Caitlin's going to just try and stay middle here, see if she can grab this bag a little bit. And she cannot. Her bags keep kicking a little bit. Kaylee is in for 6, and she does.
Caitlin looked a little out of sorts there. She went for that collect with first bag on slick side. It didn't go, so then she went to sticky side, missed to the right. Stayed sticky side on bag number 4, missed to the right as well. 13-4 lead for Cameron Belvin and Kaylee Hunter as we enter round number 9. Again, live feeds brought to you this weekend by Camping World and Brotherhood Bags. PPR checks brought to you by Alpha Furnishing if we get to round 10.
Also like to give a shout out to Caddy Sack Cornhole, Kristen in the chat. I'll try and lock in for us. Congrats on your engagement with Steve recently, Mr. and Mrs. Caddy Sack. We see a 2-point round going. They're just taking a dominant lead here, Wally. They keep killing them with 2s. All of a sudden, it's 15-4, and they're currently sitting in the king seat. Or sorry, I keep thinking that it's they're close to winning it. That's all you got to know.
Overall finals here. 2 brackets collided for this match.
I guess it would help if I made it down there one time. You know, if I made it to the finals of my bracket before. Great bag from Caitlin, but she didn't really like that. Pushed it out of the way a little bit. Kaylee gave it back to her, though.
Bag check there from Kaylee. She does indeed have 1 left. Let's see how she wants to play it.
Decides to go in. Got another 10-10 wash. Give the bags back to Riley. See if she can take advantage of a couple rounds here. Get them back in the game.
Let's do that round PPR check. Or sorry, round 10 PPR check now. Brought to you by Alpha Furnishing. Caitlin Alshouse with a 7.8. Still looking for her first 4-bagger. 10.8 for Riley. Kaylee Hunter with a 10, and Cameron Belvin throwing a 10.8 as well. Again, check them out at alphafurnishing.com. Definitely recommend the chairs that we're sitting in. They are the Lew version, L-L-E-W. Again, poor Brendan doesn't have it, but I got the headrest, and I must fully vouch for the headrest. Going forward, I will never have a chair without a headrest.
I have one at home. Nice ergonomic chair. These ergonomic chairs are a game changer.
They really are.
No pun intended. Game changer.
See what you did there. Ooh, little regrip. Double clutch from Caitlin. Good blocker.
Bag is teasing that left side of the hole, and Kaylee gets it. Caitlin shortboards her third bag. And Kaylee opens up a window of opportunity to only take a point here if Caitlin goes in, and she's able to. 16-4. The amount of errors that are going to be able to be made in this game are starting to dwindle down.
Yep, back against the wall now for Caitlin and Riley. Kelly was asking for it earlier. This is indeed Cameron Bilvin, sponsored by Bag Queens Cornhole. Throwing the AAR Rippers with Kaylee Hunter. Riley fires up a blocker. Kind of worked.
Great bag to bring back into play from Riley. See if Riley can capitalize and give herself two, and she will. 16-6. Still plenty of work left to do in this one. See if Caitlin starts to figure it out a little bit for herself and get back into the swing of her normal throwing abilities. She had to get to the final somehow, right?
Yes, definitely struggling. Broadcast boards usually do play a little bit differently, but this is something I really haven't seen from her before this. This little re-gripping and double clutching that she's doing. I'm not sure what's going on with that. I mean, I would have to think that that bracelet would just bother the heck out of me. It's got a lot of dangling jewelry on the end of it.
Yeah, that's been something that I've really been thinking about. Like, you know, I have a couple bracelets on. One of them hangs a little bit loose, and they have some rhinestones on here that kind of get caught on my bag sometimes, but I always make sure that I don't have anything caught before I throw the bag. I don't really think about it after the fact, but when I golf, for sure.
Be an interesting rule we're going to have to check up with Michael once we get done here. If the bag is released from your hand but gets caught on your bracelet, does it still count as a thrown bag?
Not sure. I'm assuming it would. Once it crosses the...
Chad would know the answer. Chad always knows the answer.
We're going to have to pull out rule book, rule number 14
right.
and page 15.
Uh-oh.
Oh, Riley the shortboard. She knew it as soon as it left her hand.
Airmail here from Cameron hits
Oh,
clean.
wow. What a shot from Cameron. Give her 3 more points.
I don't know if Cameron was going to go for that airmail until that front board happened, but either way, getting to 19 is huge.
Makes it so that Caitlin pretty much has to be perfect on this round here. The way these players are throwing. Kaylee with a perfect bag to get around. Ooh, little bit of opportunity for Caitlin to get around this bag maybe. And she will give herself 2 points. She's like, finally.
It's back-to-back 4-baggers there for her. She's kind of found it now, back into a groove.
19-8. Don't call it a comeback, Wally.
I will not. This is part of the weekend where I start getting excited, man. Now I see all the pros in the building. They're starting to hit the boards. They're no longer just watching. They're all kind of gearing up. We got quite a good crowd gathered around here for the finals in the women's division. Again, juniors and seniors will finish off tomorrow.
Got a nice 4-bagger, double 4-bagger.
I like that blocker there from Caitlin, trying to get back into the round.
See if she does a nice little light bump.
The crazy thing is, though, is you can keep playing this back block game all day long, but since you don't have the final shot, your opponent gets to dictate how the round gets played. Kaylee elects to go for the airmail there on bag number 2. Personally, I like saving that airmail till bag 4 and another front border. And right away, Cameron gives her the thumbs up. Shoot that airmail.
Kaylee's been money on it all day today so far, and
That's on you.
That's on me.
That's on me. It was clearly on you.
Let's see what Caitlin decides to do here. She's got a bag. It's going to be a decent push for her, and she gets around the bag. She doesn't hate it, but
So that saves the game at least. I think an airmail here would be 1 point for Caitlin. Is that right?
I believe so, yeah. 2 bags off, and Caitlin is sitting at 7. Kaylee misses another one. That's a 3. That's a what? That's a 4-point swing.
If our math is correct.
Yep.
That's why we get big leads, so we can give them back.
Caitlin's like, I'll take that.
Falcon says Kaylee has one of the flattest throws in the game. You ain't lying.
Riley's got a really flat throw as well.
Coming right at the camera.
How flat that bag is. Ooh, let's see if Riley can put some pressure on Cameron to make some more bags here.
I mean, it's okay to shoot an airmail, you know, when you got a big lead, but after a while you start bleeding a couple twos here and there, and next thing you know that lead goes away. 19-14 now.
It was 19-8 if I remember correctly, and now it's 19-14. 6 straight points here.
Kelly from Bad Queens Cornhole checking in, says, yikes, lock back in, Cameron and Kaylee. Give us the bag flight cam. It is a bag flight cam coming right at you.
Boom.
We have no bag flight cams on court 2.
Ooh, that bag is sitting in a weird position, but Kaylee gives it back to her a little bit. You just assume that Caitlin's going to go in here. And she does. Kaylee also able to go in for the wash. 10-10, we live another round.
And that means we also live for another PPR check brought to you by Alpha Furnishing. As we enter round 21, Cameron with a 10-6, Kaylee with a 9-5. Caitlin, after having no 4-baggers, put a couple in the row. Now she's up to an 8-9, and then Riley up to a 10-7.
Oh.
And now they are in trouble, and I took away the board instead of the PPR, my bad. But as you can see right there, Riley has a couple out of play.
Riley is, you know, dead in the water almost at this point. She has to block. She's got to go in right here and takes the bag with it, and all she has to do is board it at very least, and she will go in and give 4 points, and that's going to do it. Riley and Caitlin are eliminated. Congratulations to Kaylee, Hunter, and Cameron for coming in and taking down women's pro women's, and that's going to do it for me on the broadcast with Wally today.
Good
I had
job,
a great
buddy.
time,
Good job, man.
and honestly, it's the main reason why I came out here to play, and Dallas here in Fort Worth.
Yeah,
Been a great time.
You killed it. We got the replay working finally. I think you fine-tuned it there at the end. I appreciate you helping me out in the morning. It's a long day for me, so I'm going to take a quick break, guys. We'll be back with some singles action tomorrow, and then again, check out the seniors and the women's finals over there on court number 1 tomorrow. That'll be Anthony and Jake on that call. But for Wally K9 and Brandon Big Bird Seachuck? Seachuck, almost had it. We'll be out of here, guys. Wish him luck in throwing. Wish me luck in commentating. We'll see you guys in a little bit. We gone.
See you a couple signatures, guys.
Yep.